I remember listening to that on sports radio and talking about it.
Feels like 79. It don't feel like that.
We're live streaming.
We are. Welcome, Cashion Wildcats, to Shawnee America for a Cashion's first state championship finals in baseball. We're excited. I'm Mike Schlein, joined by Nima Nabavi.
Yeah.
Nima, man, it doesn't get any better than
No,
this.
absolutely not. I told you I couldn't sleep. It's a beautiful day. I've got jitters, but here's the situation. There's a ton of folks here.
This was the expectation, Mike. This is
Right.
the expectation for the Wildcats. So, again, the situation is, excited to be here. The boys looking sharp. It's a beautiful day. Tons of maroon and gold around here. But this is where we expected to be. But nonetheless, it's an awesome day to celebrate what an amazing season and achievement, and maybe get that one more to lift up that gold ball here for the Wildcats.
Absolutely. So, hey, Cashion Wildcats they are ranked number 3 in Class 2A, but hey, we've earned the number 2 spot now as you're sitting in the finals. So they will be taking on the number 1 Oktaha Tigers. This is the same team that we faced in the quarterfinals of last year. Cashion pulling out the victory. Chance Acord pitching a superb performance last year, had some clutch hitting in that game. We'll need both of those today to make it happen. So the Oktaha Tigers coming in, head coach Kevin Rodden, like we mentioned, Class 2A number 1 with a record of 31-3. They 25 of their 34 games they have played this year have been against 3A through 6A competition. Yeah. So they do a little bit different in the fall than they do the spring, and they try to play a little bit different competition that does play spring baseball. They go play some of those people that are playing football in the fall. So they've seen a little bit different schedule than we have. But hey, a solid team. They have won 11 in a row and 26 of their last 27. But just like Dale yesterday, that had won 23 in a row. That doesn't matter when we step out here in the finals games.
Yeah, these games matter. Mad respect for Oktaha and their coaching staff. We've had the pleasure of sharing the press box as they've been certainly scouting with us in the press box and watching, going back and forth with each other. It's been fun, and I've really appreciated getting to talk with them. And you mentioned it, right? This is a team that we saw last year in the quarterfinals.
Right.
It was a team that they should not have been playing. They should not have been playing the 7th-seeded Cashion Wildcats. It's unfortunate that the coaches voted us so low in a way that was reseeded. But nonetheless, from the situation, these two teams know each other. Oktaha's on a mission as well. You will talk about stats later, but they have not won a spring state title in all the successes that they've had. They've not won one either. Somebody's leaving with a gold ball.
Right.
Somebody's been working their tails off. Oh, both teams have been working their tails off. But the idea here is that it's up for grabs anybody's game today.
Right. Oktaha does have 2 fall state titles. I think 2017 and 2009, but none in the spring when everybody's all involved. So, and we've talked about this before. In the last 32 years, there's only been one football playing school
or non-fall ball playing.
Right, and that was Christian Heritage, a private school in 2016.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's been a long. There is an advantage game.
It's been a while. I think we saw, if we look back on iwasatthegame.com, great website serviced by OSSAA, and I think it was 1992. Hobart was the one prior to that. So it's been a long time. Wildcats, though, we've been close. In fact, we've got the Reesner clan hanging out with us, and we've got a fantastic shirt from the 2010 state title. State tournament. The Wildcats have been here. We've been close. Last year, again, a great opportunity. But I love what we have here today. I love the feel. I love what this team has. And certainly we're set up for a fantastic day of baseball.
Hey, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to let, Dirk Phippen has now joined us, so we're going to bring the full crew in today.
Yeah, and Mike, you scooted over so that Dirk and I would be sitting next to each other. He probably should have split us up here.
Was it oil and water, something like that?
No.
But no, a little bedlam side by side.
No, it's my brother from another mother. It's like you've seen the movie Step Brothers. I'm Will Ferrell, right? This is the situation. At the end of the day, we're going to be at the yacht club, or we're going to be at the party together. But
check 1 2 4. Check 1 2 4.
You're good to go.
You're good. Hey guys, I'm going to bow out of here. I'm going to go get lineups here so I can run Game Changer. I'm going to let you guys do your thing. There's our full roster on the backside, and Oktaha's right there. So hey guys, let's have some fun.
Mike is prepared. Look at all the stuff. Got his act together. It's a good thing you got him.
That's exactly right. Let's check audio. Let's see, make sure we got here. Dirk, you've been watching from afar. What's been the 1 or 2 things that you've really appreciated? We've had a lot of really good baseball. We talked about the Reesner group. We talked about your boy. We talked about the groups that we've had. Both of your boys, Gavin and Austin. What's a little bit? What stands out with this group that may be a little bit different from those other fantastic Cashion baseball teams?
I think this bunch is just deeper. I mean, deeper across the board. Deeper, especially with the arms. I mean, the performance yesterday was incredible. Like what Chance pulled off yesterday was insane. I mean, to me, listening to that, and he got in trouble a couple times, and didn't lose it. And
yeah, we talked about mental toughness. That was the stuff that the
he had all of that yesterday, and just like I thought he was going to be done, but the kid bowed up and just performed his tail off yesterday.
What about the confidence that Coach Mounts had to go ahead and say, no outs, we're going to go and intentionally walk, load the bases. I trust you, Chance. I trust this defense to make the plays.
I think you got to do that no matter who's out there, because you got to. I mean, they're trying to. Number one, they got to have the force anywhere, but you really want to turn that double play. But I think you do that no matter who's out there on the mound. That's the right thing to do in those situations. But the performance yesterday, and Dale pitched well too.
Oh, great game.
I mean. But that was a big time performance yesterday. But back to the question, I think the pitching depth. Like I want to talk about that today. It's going to be interesting to see what both teams are thinking here. But then just 1 through 9 down through the lineup. Defensively, I would probably put a lot of those old teams up against this bunch at any time. But at the plate and on the mound, they're deeper.
I totally agree. I think 1 through 6 pitching wise is the difference.
Yeah,
it's absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about that 2022 squad with Gavin and Ben and Joey. You know, they had some great depth as well. The groups before them, even rolling down, even back to Alex and Jacob Woody, who had Logan Lagasse. They had guys that pitched in college. You know, this group, right, you're exactly right. 1 through 6 is the difference, and that's what you need to make a run.
Well, that bunch, I mean, we were, you know, if you remember, we were leaning on some young guys then.
Yep.
Because Gavin was dinged up. We didn't have a horse that you could just put a saddle on and just say go.
Right.
Like that performance yesterday. Like,
amazing.
I mean, Mounts. There was no doubt when Chance took the mound yesterday. I'm like, he's got a saddle on, and he's going to get rode the entire day, and he's got to do it. And he totally just performed, just pitched his tail off. It was exciting to listen to that yesterday.
It was a great game. It was. I tell you what, the press box was amazing last night. Just listen to everybody. Everyone was into it. But you're exactly right. That horse. And, you know, I like what Mounts has done in terms of flexing his style. You know, in the past, you mentioned it. I think offensively there was a lot of things that could happen with the Cashion Wildcats, and Mounts leaned on that. But now here with this pitching staff, he's doing what he needs to do. And, you know, it's a situation where, you know, Wildcats are here, and it's because of those guys on the mound. And big shout out to Coach Jay as well, you know, in terms of coaching and things like that's come through. But certainly exciting.
Yeah, calling pitches yesterday was calling pitches to Chance's strength, and then knowing how he's feeling yesterday and what was working and what wasn't working, and just working their way through that yesterday. There's so many things there. It was just huge.
I was about to say, I mean, there was so many mini games within the game yesterday. So, Dirk, you've been here in Cashion a long time. Shelly's been teaching for a long time. You've had 3 amazing kids that have come through.
Yes, we're old.
Huh?
Yes, we're old. Thank you very much.
No, experience. But the idea is that, you know, from the standpoint, there's a scenario situation. There's a lot of folks here. Again, we talked about Cashion expecting to be here in this situation. But isn't it amazing just to be a part of a school historically that has just done so well in so many sports? I mean, it's sometimes you got to pinch yourself and really thank your blessing.
You got to be careful with it. I mean, I find myself, oh, hey, we're into the finals. Or hey, we're in the semis again. Okay, but that tradition's big, and it's you come to expect it. And I mean, literally, I'm listening to the game yesterday. I'm like, yeah, we're in the state tournament again. Okay, we're in the finals today. Like, you know, that's, you know, in football that's kind of become a thing, and you know, basketball we've been doing. I mean, and it's across the board. But yes, there's opportunity, and you really detailed that yesterday. There's opportunity across various sports in our community, which is fantastic. You know,
amazing.
A kid can try to get plugged in somewhere, but we have to be careful that we don't get. It's a good thing to get used to this, but at the same time, can't take it for granted because you know they got a solid program. They still got a bunch of good. When we talked about this 2 years ago, the bunch that was coming up was extremely young, but you've got from the sophomore class through the senior class here. They've got they got 4 wins in the state tournament.
Yes.
1, 1, and 2 now. So there's some experience there, and I think today hopefully that pays off. Where we got to do the little things like got to get cutoffs to the right spot. just can't make.
Yeah, we can't have the errors that we had yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm sure against this
and there's going to be a
Oktaha
few. You just got to limit those, and don't let the moment be too big. Just play the game, and make sure they execute the small things.
Absolutely. Well, hey guys, listen, thank you guys so much. You've been following us all season long. Mike Shaline has been. You talk about workhorse. Saddle up Mike Shaline. He's taking care of us all season long. Again, we're at game. This is game 38 of the season. And we appreciate you guys being a part of this journey as the Cashion Wildcats, ranked number 3 in Class 2A, taking on the number 1 Oktaha Tigers here in the state championship game in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Again, a big shout out to OSSAA taking care of us, allowing us to broadcast and do this audio. Big shout out to our fantastic Squirtle sponsors making this free of charge. You can watch the video broadcast via NFHS, but it will cost you money. We'd love for you to stay here, hang out with us if you want. We'll have the scoreboard updated. We'll have our fantastic sponsors in the top right-hand corner, and we'll have you covered with a little bit of Homer feel here for the Cashion Wildcats, again, as they try to make history here in 2024, winning the school's first state championship in baseball. Mike Shaline is running around getting, I think he's getting some of our lineups. We will not be doing a whole lot of commercials today as our laptop is covered in the shade. We are in the elements, Dirk.
It's a day to pitch.
Yeah.
If you're a pitcher, today's your day. There's very little wind and it's hot. I mean, it's a dream for a guy that's on the mound today. And I'm really curious to see who that's going to be. I know what I would want to do, but I'm curious to see what Blake's thinking here.
Well, let's talk about that. So, again, Chance is burned. Brody Nichols is burned.
They're done.
So we've got 2 of the 4 done. So of the 6, I'm sorry. So of the 4 we have left, we have Cooper left that can pitch 120. We've got Gibby that can come back and pitch 120.
Yep.
We've got Parker Atkinson, the senior, who we have not seen, who can pitch 120. And then we have Derek Shaline, another senior that can go 120 today.
I'm sure Coach's thoughts are, do I want to have my best defense in place? If that's the case, Hunter's on the mound.
Hunter's on the mound.
If not, then you've got to move some kids around a little bit.
Your best defense because that keeps Cooper.
That keeps Cooper at short. Lets Chance play third. And defensively, you're set. You're sound there. You know what you got. Now they've got options, but that's I'm sure. So it's either that or it's Hunter or Cooper.
Keep going.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm curious to see what the decisions are, and then especially with Oktaha, if Coach Mounts has an idea what they're going to do, that may determine what he's going to do. But typically, this game is always tight in the finals, and it comes down to who makes those mistakes. And I personally, I want my best defense in place because I know my lineup's going to hit, and they're going to do their thing. But defensively, I want it. My best kids in those best spots, but where they're comfortable at, especially in this game. So it'll be interesting to see what he decides to do.
Well, we're going to do our best. Hey, Dirk, this is why we love you being here. You provide that ability to give that color that maybe Mike and I might be able to provide in terms of strategy, approach, etc.
Yeah.
Coaches are at the home plate here talking to the umpire. 3-man crew here from OSSAA. Big shout out to our guys in blue. We don't always agree with them, and we won't here on Homer Television, but we absolutely love what they do and what they provide here so that we can have the games. Thus far, I would say the officiating, I'm going to knock on every piece of wood on my noggin, has been pretty good, has been consistent, and that's all we've asked. Mike, I couldn't breed it because it went away, so we'll just have to go with the roster as we go through, but a big shout out to our officials here on the day. It looks like, will we have a coin flip, or it is already determined Oktaha is the home team today. We've had coin flips, so I wonder if they did that in the press box earlier.
Well, I don't know. In the finals, it may be the higher seed. I've kind of forgot what happens there.
Okay.
One thing, and you talked about it a little bit yesterday, and it does play in. The apron on this field is large, and there's a lot of room.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that.
Not just the pad. Yeah, you guys did a good job describing that yesterday. But obviously, you've dimensionally behind the plate. That's really how it should be.
60-60.
But down the lines on the aprons here, there's a ton of room, and if you got kids that can really cover ground, you got an advantage in this game.
And we talked about that. You've got Chance Haycourt at third. You've got
Gump in left.
We haven't even talked about Gump. Gump, amazing left fielder, can make all sorts of plays. We saw Derek make a fantastic play near the dugout here on the first base side to get an out. And then whoever they put in right field, that situation. But you're exactly right. And that's why every play matters. We talked about that last night. You cannot take one play off, 100% effort. You're going to get it from the 6 seniors for sure.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we are, looks like they are announcing the starting lineups to the baselines. So
did you get the down low on who's throwing?
First, and then they will do the starters.
Did you get the down low on who's going to throw?
Going to get the hill, is one of my understanding.
Who?
Cooper.
Cooper, okay. Sounds like Cooper's going to start.
Number 19, Grayson Davis.
Yeah, but Nima, going back to executing the little things, it'll be interesting to see who makes those little, not necessarily mental errors, but even the physical errors. But just because that's what this thing's going to come down to. Who does the little stuff right? I mean, I don't expect the 10-2 game. I'll be very surprised unless the wheels just come off. But I mean, to me, this is going to be a 4-3 game, something like that. Similar to yesterday, maybe not as good with the pitching because it was exceptional yesterday. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who can rise up to the moment and not make those mistakes. And
so awesome to see any kids get announced at the state championship.
It's big time.
What a moment for these kids. So they've earned this right here.
Well, Grayson Davis out there as a reserve. I got to get that kid on some of our social media stuff. Shout out to the Davis family. But Wildcats looking sharp. Got the white on white pinstripe.
yeah,
Gold and maroon.
Yeah, it looks good.
Caps.
I've always loved Oktaha's colors. I love that Carolina blue and white. That looks great too.
Hey, gentlemen, as they're announcing the players for the Oktaha Tigers, I'll go through the Cashion lineup before we get started.
Yeah, perfect.
Leading off will be Kellen Smith. He will be catching. Hitting second, senior Cooper Frazee. He will have the hill. He'll be on the mound. Hitting third and playing shortstop will be Chance Acord. Hitting the cleanup spot and DHing today will be Hunter Gibson. Hitting fourth will be Hunter Gibson. Sorry, we're talking about Hunter Gibson. Hitting fifth will be Derek Shaline playing first base. Hitting sixth, Kyle Yao at second base. Hitting in the seventh spot will be number 7, Brody Nichols playing third base. Max Higdon will hit eighth and hold down center field. And in the 9th spot will be the right fielder, Riker Johnson. Playing in the field for the DH spot will be Carson Gump in left field. So.
That's pretty much been
what it's
yesterday.
Been.
Yeah, yesterday and
pretty. I think if I went back and looked, I think for the quarterfinals as well. So.
Yep.
So, Cashion, like we talked about, yeah, they do the coin toss in the press box. We obviously
that was a coin toss. Okay.
We've been the visitors, seems like every time, so might as well enjoy it and take advantage. Just kind of embrace it and go with it. So.
Not that you're superstitious or anything.
So, if you're wondering from pitchers, what do we have available? The ones that are burned, I understand. Now, Chance hit his pitch limit yesterday, so he's done. Brody hit his pitch limit in the quarterfinals. And a rule that I had not heard is you can't pitch 3 days in a row. So Hunter Gibson got 24 pitches the first day. They did use him in relief for just a brief period yesterday, so he cannot pitch here today. So we have the national anthem going on right now.
Remain standing as we honor America.
All right, God bless America, greatest country in the entire galaxy, so blessed. Mike, what a day.
What a day. It's always a good day for baseball, but this is an extra special day for baseball. Beautiful weather out here. When we say 79 degrees, feels like 79. I'll be honest with you, it feels like 90 right now. There is hardly a breeze at all, and this crowd is ready to go. I love being amongst the elements and being able to enjoy it and take it all in right now.
Hey, Mike, do you know in terms of Oktaha with their rotation where this kid fits in?
I don't. I know the boys have reached out to, hey, these guys have played some 4A, 5A, 6A schools. They do have a lot of friends in the metro area that Cashion has reached out to that have seen them play. We're honestly unsure, but if it is the arms that we think it's going to be a lot of slowing away is what you're going to see. They're going to feed away, 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 and that's what our boys are ready for. So there's we talked about Cashion and their white on white. Oktaha and their white on white with.
That's interesting. Both teams are in white.
Right. There wasn't a conversation of, hey, what are you wearing? What are we wearing? So, but that's all right.
Well, hopefully that doesn't cause any issues.
Right. So.
Is that my guy covering the bag, or is that their guy standing on the bag? Those kind of things.
Right. So Oktaha, like we talked about, seeking their first spring title. Cashion Wildcats seeking their first baseball title at all. So somebody's going to have some fun today. Somebody's not going to be able to claim that anymore.
Everyone's going to have a lot of fun.
Well, somebody's not going to be able to make that claim anymore.
We just hope that someone's going to have a little bit more fun. So, hey, again, beautiful day, slight breeze, barely blowing out. Again, a fantastic crowd here. The student section all constructioned up. They're building for something over there. Hopefully it's a state title.
There you go. Hey, I have some requests for Game Changer to people want to join in. Hey, guys, I can't approve requests while I'm in the app, so I apologize. You'll have to listen to the broadcast. So.
Sorry.
So this will be Edwards on the mound for the Oktaha Tigers. So, and that will be ball one to Kellen Smith, who steps in. He's going to put this ball in the air. That ball's going to go into center field. That's going to be a line drive to get things started with a single there for Kellen Smith. Stay hot, kid.
Well, and that's been the story for the Wildcats this entire tournament. Fast starts. Getting out, that one-run lead in the first inning against Dale was huge. Getting the lead off here is excellent. Certainly not necessarily Coach Mount's playbook in terms of watching pitches. Kellen had the green light and took care of it left center.
So here you go. Cooper Frazee, your pitcher today, stepping in. He's going to see a ball upstairs. We don't have quite the angle left to right on the plate as we're up here in the stands, but we'll do our best to try to call where it is on the plate.
I'd like to see Cooper get that same pitch.
And there's a pitch on the outer half that's a called strike. Excellent pitch there.
Hey, Mike, do we know what the dimensions are down right field? Because I don't see it. Is it posted out there? Can you, the dimensions are down on the right field line?
320 down the line here, so.
It's a big porch and left.
It is. And Cooper Frazee's going to line that into left center. Kellen Smith's going to round. He's going to make his way to third as the relay comes in, and he's safe sliding in. And Cooper Frazee's going to pull up into second base. So taking advantage of the relay right there. That's a senior coming through. Woo! Good start.
I tell you what. I mean, fantastic. And they're taking advantage. There's aggressiveness here. There's no waiting on pitches. If it's there, they're taking it. And Wildcats sitting up in great shape here. Runners second and third with no outs. With our guy, the statistical batting leader on this team, Chance Acord, a big righty up to bat.
We were talking about the little things. I'm not sure you make that throw because now Cooper's heads up. He's at second base in scoring position.
So going to show bunt. He is going to try to bunt that way.
There's no way Chance Acord wants any part of any bunt anywhere. I'm telling you, we've been watching it all.
He was bunting.
But he doesn't want it. I'm telling you.
No, he may not, but
he may not want it. He may take another strike here, and he'll be saying, "Let me swing, coach."
So here's the 0-1 pitch to Acord. This will be away for a ball. So yeah, I don't know that Acord's been asked to bunt much in his probably growing up career. So
maybe when he was 9.
Right. So here's the 1-1 pitch from Edwards. And Chance Acord's going to drive this in the 5-6 hole, hard on the ground. That's going to score one. The throw is coming to the plate, and it's going to be off. That's going to score a second one. Cashion Wildcats up 2-0 here in the state finals on a single by senior Chance Acord.
Wow! Woo! Way to go there, Acorn coming through. I don't know what's going up here, but I tell you what, I was impressed with Maddox Edwards coming through, but he's just throwing balls, and the Wildcats are looking like they're at the beach hitting beach balls out into the grass.
All three of those hits have been on off-speed stuff, but he's just leaving it up high.
Right. So, Coach, that's going to send a trip to the mound from Coach Roden to talk to Edwards and his catcher, Ledford.
So amazing start, Mike. We talked about that amazing 8-run inning against Latta. Wildcats were able to produce 1 run against the Dale, which was an extremely important run, obviously in a 2-1 victory. But we couldn't have dreamed of a better start here for the Wild, outside of 3 home runs in this situation.
You couldn't have had a better start, unless somebody, unless Chance hits one out right there.
That's why I said 3 home runs. That would be the best, 3 solo home runs.
So that's going to bring up, you talk about home runs, somebody with 4 of them on the year, and Hunter Gibson. So Hunter coming in, average right around 400.
So, hey, Dirk, what does this do when your first 3 batters pelt the ball? What does this do for the rest of the team?
Well, if they're sitting over there watching, paying attention like they should be, they go up there and have a good plate appearance, go up there and have a good quality at bat. Forget, it doesn't matter what everybody else did. I mean,
this ball's a waste.
These guys that have hit and have gone through will give them some feedback, but they need to be sitting over there paying attention and then go up there and have a good at bat.
So Chance Acord with a medium lead at first base. Hunter's going to see a pitch on the outer half. He's going to go that way, but he's going to swing through it.
So good work, Coach Roden coming out, talking to Edwards, maybe is it Madwell? No, Edwards. Just maybe calming him down a little bit here. He's come back here, get out ahead 1-2.
So 1-2 here to Gibby.
Well, their kids have been here before too, so I don't.
He's going to put this a foul ball. It's going to go towards the dugout. It's going to run out of room and going to hit the top of the first base dugout. So new life, new life.
So we haven't seen much of a lead here from Chance Acord. Any chance we might see something, a little hit and run or something right here?
I think with no outs, I think you're still kind of holding tight right here. You got a good hitter at the plate right here. So.
It's not the greatest count. I mean, well, it's actually a 1-2 count.
It would be an excellent pitch.
It's a good count.
He's going to throw low and away.
Right. There is no runner taken off. That ball is high. Maybe they thought the same thing. That's a pitch that's easier for the catcher to handle and throw down. So 2-2
well, he's
pitch.
up in the count. You'd like to run on something off speed.
Right.
If you can.
So here we go. I see Cooper Frazee talking to Derek Shaline about some pitches he saw. That pitch is going to miss inside to Hunter Gibson. That's going to set up a full count here.
All right, this is where the senior comes through and has come through in the past.
So Channel Gulf Shores right here. And the 3-2 pitch. He's going to put this in the air. That's a mile high on the left side in foul territory. And that ball's going to find the grass for a foul ball. So third baseman covered a lot of territory. Left fielder.
That's a left field. That's a left fielder.
Neiman and I talked about that when you were down trying to get rosters and how much room there is down the aprons.
Right.
I'm not trying to be critical of Oktaha, but that needs to be an out.
Right.
Needs to be an out.
But, hey, these are just additional pitches that Hunter's seen to get comfortable up there. So.
Well, sometimes when you get these situations where you can't get that first out, it becomes a thing. It's like we can't even get the first out here.
Right.
I mean, that was a good opportunity there for them.
So we'll do the 3-2 all over again. Edwards to Gibson. And the pitch. And he's going to pull this foul. Coach Mounts is going to give a try on this hot shot down there.
He had to drop his stopwatch to get that one.
Guys, I got smoked by one of those yesterday up in Johnson County. Their 4-hole hitter, but almost literally killed me. Woo! I was down the line like that.
It seems like a good idea at first, right?
Oh my gosh!
So here's the 3-2 again. That'll be away at the knees, and that's going to get us strikeout looking.
That's a good pitch.
So that'll be one out here in the inning. That'll bring up Derek Shaline to the plate.
Great spot here for Derek coming in. He was Mr. Clutch. Has been fantastic in the tournament all 4 years. Certainly absolutely love Derek. You want to talk about a guy who's absolutely come on here in the state tournament, though. It's Mr. Clutch here, number 1-6.
He's going to look outside. He's going to get a cold strike there.
I don't mind that at all.
I can say this: hey, he takes the Gary Ward approach. First time of the game,
Yep.
He wants to see one so his mind understands
Absolutely,
it. So,
absolutely.
0-1 there out away. And he's going to swing through this head pull. That was the breaking ball. So
Hey, give credit to Edwards coming back on this one.
Yeah, these kids, Oktaha's been here before. This is not moment. It's probably not too big for these kids.
So this is going to be a ground ball. Oh, you got to get on your horse. They're going to roll this to second and to first for the double play. So, hey, that's all right. We Cashion Wildcats were able to get 2 on the board. Now it's about going and playing some defense and trying to win this inning. So.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's good contact, but I like what we did there. We jumped out all over him, got some confidence, and this is a great place when you've got really, really good pitching. When you've got a 2-run lead, 3-run lead, that's a great place for you and your team.
Right, and if you saw that, so 0-2, and the choice was to pitch the pitch high. Derek's trying to stay on top of that. He just got a little bit too much on top of it and drove it straight in the ground. So.
Yeah, I thought he went up, and that was probably a ball, but he'd like to.
I think it was too.
He'll learn from that.
I mean, he sees the guy in front of him. You know, look at strike 3. So you're like, I'm not going to do that, and unfortunately, you swung at something you probably shouldn't have. So.
I think he's up there trying to do his best job just to move the runner in scoring position. So we've got another opportunity there, but give Oktaha some credit.
Right, yeah. So we've got Cooper Frazee.
Looked like the wheels were about to come off.
Yeah,
there
it was. No, and that visit to the mound by Coach Roden was a good one. Obviously we talked about it. They play baseball year round. They know what they're doing.
Yep.
But when they don't get the out down in foul territory there, I'm thinking there's a chance for the wheels just come off. We put a big crooked number on the board here, but give those guys some credit.
Yeah, absolutely. Great start. Hey, Cooper Frazee on the mound. He's pitched 34 in the 3rd innings. Nothing bigger than the 3rd of an inning yesterday. This will be his 11th game to appear in. Currently, he has started 7 of those games. His record on the year, 4 wins, no losses. He does have 2 saves now. Currently with 51 strikeouts against 18 walks. And he strikes out batters 34% of the time. So
okay, Nima, I'm going to check Mike's stat skills here.
Okay, please.
How many innings has Cooper thrown in the state tournament in the last 4 years?
Oh my gosh, man, he's been a beast, right?
Well, he started game 1 in 2021.
Right.
He came in game 2. 2 in 2022
against we beat Ampo in the first round in 2022, and I think he got the start there.
So that was game 1 in 2022, game 1 in 2021, his chance in game 1 of 2023.
Right, and he came in relief in the semifinal game against Ampo last year. Yep.
So a lot. That's your point.
So experience on the mound is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's somewhere 11 to 13 innings. Kid's probably thrown 2 full games in the state tournament in the last 4 years.
So here we go. Leading off for the Tigers of Oktaha will be number 24, Cale Testerman.
Mike, I was poking fun at your stats there, but
oh no, you're good.
Your stats are incredible, but nobody's got that stat.
Right. So
his parents, his mama might have that stat.
Right, for sure. There's a first pitch breaking ball strike from Cooper Frazee.
Hey, and so Mike, we've talked about this consistency from our umpires. That's what we want. Excellent so far right now. Great breaking ball coming through with Cooper Frazee, the senior.
Absolutely. So this one will be down and away, but it's going to get fouled off. It's going to go right side, and it's going to find its way to the parking lot over there. Testerman, the center fielder for the Oktaha Tigers.
Thank you. Make sure you give me those positions.
I'm trying to do.
You're in my brain, Mike. You're in my brain.
There's one thing yesterday that, I mean, Chance's performance was incredible. I mean, he just gutted it out late yesterday. But I did think if there's one thing to be critical, there were some times that he didn't get out early and get on top early.
Right.
And
he was behind the count a lot.
He got behind a lot. You talked about that. Cooper's right out the gate here, getting up early. And
this is going to be a shot that's going to go into the left center gap. That one's going to go all the way to the wall. That's at least a double. Max Hickman's going to pick that up. He's going to throw it in, and they're going to be content with the double. So leadoff double there for Testerman.
Yeah, well struck, sat back on it. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better hit to right to left center. Max Hickman all the way to the wall, the warning track, coming back, loving that and getting it in. So,
I think Cooper would like to have that back. He just hung that curveball. Just like to have that down, but it was just up a little bit. And
I'm expecting something maybe a little bit out with the 2 strikes, with 2 strikes in the count.
Down.
Yeah, down and out.
Right. So this will bring up the pitcher, number 3, Maddox Edwards. So he'll get in there with those orange worker gloves. This will be a pitch on the inner half that gets a called strike. So Cooper working both sides of the plate so far, so good to see. So Chance Acord holding the runner at second, kind of directly behind him. Derek Shaline up on the grass. The kick and the pitch. There's a breaking ball. It's going to be kind of chopped in the ground, foul left side.
Fantastic. I mean, the arsenal that Cooper can come with, power, off speed, breaking ball, I absolutely love it. It's almost like too much. There's too much for him to use.
Yeah, I've always felt like that's been his best pitch. I mean, it's almost 12-6 on his curveball. But when he's working that thing down, he's tough to hit.
Not a big lead at second base.
Not at all. Here's the 0-2. That'll be up and out. Hey, did not get him to chase, but I like the spot.
I do too.
Well, again, he's up in the count, so let's be smart here. Don't leave something out over the plate.
So Kellen will give. He's wearing the pitch comm today, getting signals from Coach Jay. He signals that into Cooper Frazee. And here's the 1-2. There's going to be a line drive shot. It's going to go into right center. That's going to get into the gap. That one's also going to go to the wall. This one probably, they're going to hold up there for a double, but it is going to score the first Oktaha Tiger to make this a 2-1 ball game.
Wow, you know, Dirk, you talk about it. It should never be underestimated. Yep, that's exactly right. Spacing, where we're at in the zone, and you got to give credit to Maddox Edwards. Absolutely sat on that and mashed it and did exactly. And we talk about team baseball for Cashion. He went right side with that runner at second and absolutely plastered that one to the right center warning track.
Yep.
Well, hopefully he doesn't lose confidence in that curveball because it got him up in the count 2 times. He threw that right out over the middle and it was up. It was up again.
So this is going to bring up a lefty. It's going to be the catcher, number 14, Darren Ledford. That's going to be a ball away.
This guy just rolling from the Rangers. He's massive. Look at his legs. It looks like he's.
I'm telling you, some of these schools that don't play football, they should. They got some big old boys.
Ledford is, I mean, this is a big kid. We saw some big kids for Oktaha last year. We thought maybe they had graduated, but they just keep firing them out. So Cooper throwing a called strike there. So once again, smaller lead at second base. Acord holding the kick and the pitch. This is going to be fouled off, going to go towards the Oktaha dugout.
Again, another 2-strike count for
Yeah, he's up in the count again.
Right.
Ledford, I'm guessing, is a first baseman. You may have said, yeah.
He is not.
He's not.
Ledford in this game is the catcher.
Okay.
So he is one of their 2 stud catchers they have.
Maybe throws right, bats left.
Right. Correct. Yes, correct. And the 1-2. This will be upstairs. Does not get Ledford to chase. The scouting report on these guys is they are top heavy in the lineup, so you can see why.
Well, they absolutely smoked. First 2 guys absolutely smoked those into the wall.
He's got one to burn here. Just
2-2 pitch. And there's, a line drive again in the right center gap. Max Hignan's going to come over and Ledford's going to hold up, but it is going to score. They're going to, actually the runner slipped going from home or from third to home, but he is going to score anyway. That's going to tie this ball game at 2.
Well, we got action in a different way. Last night it was all defense. Thus far right now we're already totaling up 6 hits already and 2, not even a full inning, right? Not even a full inning of play here. So
I mean, how rare is that to see 3 line drives, all with 2
on
strikes?
3 hanging curveballs that were up in the zone.
Right. So that's going to get a trip to the mound from Cashion's head coach, Coach Blake Mounts.
I'm sure Blake is just, keep throwing the curveball, but you just got to get it down. I mean, don't lose your confidence in it. It's your best pitch, but just keep it down.
Oh, for sure.
Well, hey, listen, it's not a one and done game, so we'll have an opportunity as they come through again. I don't see at all Cooper Frazee getting burned here at all. So the situation is, hey, make the adjustments, and that's what coaching's about.
Right.
And we'll sit here and we'll talk about this and that, and we're always critical because that's what we do here on Cashion Wildcats TV. But one of the things we've always talked about, or at least I have, is Mounts' game management, his ability to work within the game and understanding. So I fully expect those adjustments to be made as we go through in the later parts of this game.
So that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, number 2, Dallas Hamilton. Hamilton, your first baseman. You talk
Okay.
about big kids. There's your first baseman.
Another lefty.
Another lefty.
Yeah, they're in the exact same situation we were in. No outs, runner on first. Be nice to roll the double play here.
So Frazee gets set. And the pitch. There's a breaking ball that stays upstairs.
Mike, how did Oktaha get here? I knew who they played, but what were the scores?
You got 10-3 and 10-0. 10-0 in the quarters and 10-3 against Preston yesterday.
So they
I would
pitched-
say they had the easier path to get here. For
Yeah,
sure.
but they obviously pitched it and hit it well.
They didn't have to waste any pitching.
No. In fact, those 3 runs for Preston came late. It
Okay.
shouldn't have even gone past 5. So there's a called strike there to set up 1 ball, 1 strike.
I mean, for the Wildcats to play perennial powerhouse Latta in the quarters and then come back to play number 2 Dale
Right.
in the semifinals, certainly a lot more difficult.
Definitely on paper, it looks like the tougher route to go.
sure.
Well, and on the field.
So this will on the 1-1 pitch, that'll get fouled off left side by Hamilton.
Hey,
Yeah,
what
if you'd have started out the first week of the season and said, hey guys, go have a great season. Hey, by the way, to get to the finals, you're going to play Latta and Dale. So go get them.
Right.
But, that would have, you'd have been like, oh, this is going to be a rough season.
Hey, that'd be a good way to get your kids to focus from the start. So, hey, by the way. So here we go, 1-2. Offering right here from Cooper Frazee.
Oh,
There's
boy.
that looked like a great pitch inside at the knees. It gets called a ball.
That's a shame.
Well, we were set up a little bit outside, but that still looked like a good pitch.
No, that was fantastic. Fantastic pitch. And you talked about it, how Edwards had to come back after giving up 2. Here's an opportunity to get that out here to kind of start it back defensively for the Wildcats.
So Cooper taking a little more time today. Sometimes he works really fast. He's working with a little more slower pace. And there's the ground ball. That'll sit Hamilton down right there. Awesome strikeout looking.
Fantastic pitch, way to come back, and just on cue, these guys make me look like geniuses. Get that first out. Let's see where we can go from here.
So bringing back now from to the right side will be number 15, Kipton Christian.
Let's see if we
Christian
can't keep
today
this
is
down
the
in the zone
shortstop.
here.
Yeah.
Keep it down. Let's get a ground ball and get out of here.
So 1 out. See if we can return the favor with the double play here.
Mike, I cut you off there, man. Sorry. I can't hear.
I know.
This said I can't hear you guys talking.
Right,
I'm trying to keep
I
one
can't
in.
hear
Yeah.
you either, so.
It's all good though.
My wife would appreciate a headset.
Headset?
You'd have to listen to me, right?
So that's ball 1 there from Cooper Frazee. So small lead at first. The kick and the pitch. This is going to be a ball that's yanked to the left side, just wide of the third base bag for a foul ball.
Yeah, good adjustment here from Cooper. The one thing about Coop is we've talked about his speed pitching. He's had a little bit more slower tempo today. More methodical, thoughtful. So let's see if we can't get him in a rhythm and get him going and get back to that, Mach 7 Cooper
Yeah,
Frazee.
Right, one after
approach.
the other. Hey, you've seen one strike after another. So 1-1, 1 out here.
No look at the first base. No worries about that runner.
Not at all. And the 1-1. That's a little bit low and out. So 2-1. It is hot. There's no breeze.
Dude, you're in
No
my brain.
breeze.
I'm just like, woof.
So as that plays a factor the longer you're out there on the field too. So
It's a great day to pitch though. No wind
for
and
sure.
stay warm on the mound. And just got to stay hydrated.
there's a pickoff attempt at first.
Thank you. Finally.
Ledford back easily.
Now, we haven't had a whole lot of opportunities with back-to-back doubles, but from the standpoint, I like that. And I think that's good for Coop's tempo and just where he's at, just to kind of have a periodic throw. You got Derek Shaline at first, got a guy that is going to lay that tag down.
So he comes set, and the pitch. There's the ball just out and up. So that'll make it 3-1.
All right, so now is his first opportunity to work behind.
Right.
So let's see what he can do here to get the opportunity to get that second strike and maybe a double play opportunity.
And there's the breaking ball. That's going to be right at the top of the letters for a called strike. So there's going to be a snap throw down to first, runner back.
All right, let's see who wins here. It's Cooper Frazee versus Kipton Christian. We got Chance Acord at short, Kyle Yao at second. Let's see if we can't roll this bad boy.
So full count offering upcoming. And there's going to be a ball. It's going to go right to Chance Acorn. He's going to climb the ladder as high as he can, just be above his glove. So that'll be a line drive that goes in the left center for a single.
Man, we talked about better lucky than good. That was just a perfect bleeder right over Acorn. I'll tell you what, Acorn's got some up, so the fact that he got it over him, certainly a credit to Christian. And that was the Wildcats in that first inning against Latta. You know, we hit spots, we hit situations, we're able to draw a couple Latta errors to get those 8 runs. Wildcats defense is going to have to bow up here with another lefty.
Right. So this is Nick Tolbert, number 21, the third baseman. So I could only assume that he, you know, bats left, throws right, playing third base. So. And that'll be a pitch that looked like a strike. We're going to get called ball there.
Well, as Dirk would say, the zone has turned into the size of a Pringle can thus far. Again, all we ask is for consistency.
That looked good.
It's a tough pitch to lose out on.
So as we take a little bit more time getting the call in, Tolbert's going to ask for time and get it.
Hey, by the way, does that catcher's comm, does that slow down Cooper as well?
It should. I mean, it should be real easy just to talk right now, to give signs and figure out the signs and then relay them. It should be real quick, but there's 2-0 currently on that outside pitch called a ball. So Derek Schlein up on the grass. Brody Nichols even with third.
Again, not much of a lead here, even with guys off the bag here
Right.
for the Tigers.
There's a pitch that was right at the knees. It gets fouled back to the screen.
Yeah, pretty thankful he took a hack at that one. I think that may have been called a ball in the zone. So good work by Cooper, working in and around with some, definitely some good pitch range, and see if we can get something here. Still have that double play opportunity here with a force of 3.
For sure. So 2-1 to number 21. The kick in the pitch. This will be a called strike at the knees all day.
It better be. I think you might have had a riot here if that wasn't called strike. Again, appreciate you guys joining us here on CWTV. We're going to try our best to give you the audio, the picture through our words, but certainly a great setting here today as the Wildcats looking for their first state title.
And the 2-2. There's a ball. Ooh, man. I mean, Tolbert's a tall kid, so that's probably why that one's not called right there, but that's going to set up 3-2.
Man, this Tolbert's patience is amazing.
Oh, yeah, right?
That's what I was going to say. Their discipline at the plate and their approach, they're not chasing pitches. Well, they're not chasing at all.
They're waiting for that breaking ball.
They're getting stuff they can handle, but they are not chasing.
So in the full count offering, that ball will be up, so
Yeah,
that will load the bases for the Oktaha Tigers with 1 out.
That's a good at bat, but that's a little disappointing for Cooper because I think there was 2 calls there that could have gone either way.
So that's going to bring the 7-hole up to the plate. That's going to be Braxton Casey. Casey's your second baseman today. So hitting from the right side. Definitely, I mean, if you go from Tolbert really, really tall to Casey, who's your typical second baseman look here. So
we haven't seen a whole lot of typical anything, it seems like, nowadays. It's just almost like the 7-foot point guard in basketball.
Right. There's a called strike on the outer half at the knees.
This is bow up time right here for the Wildcats. They got to figure this out. Got to create some opportunities for themselves.
So the corners are pinched in to come to the plate. Middle infield is back for a double play. This ball is going to be fouled back. It's going to go over our heads and just
Matt Stimke's going to protect us, aren't you, Matt, on any foul ball?
There you go.
Matt, a Navy SEAL, nuclear engineer on a submarine, fought in Afghanistan and Pakistan and wherever else.
Rumors get started.
I love that. That's a good rumor.
So 0-2 for Cooper Frazee.
I had no idea.
This will be ball away.
Good pitch there with ahead to 0-2. Let's see what happens here with Coach Jay. Maybe again another 1-2 count here for Cooper Frazee. Let's see if maybe we have a different approach here again with bases loaded.
Yeah, let's keep it down and get a ground ball. You keep saying that, but
So Kellen Smith will pop out a little bit outside. And here's that pitch. Oh, it's going to be a line drive, and it's going to go foul, thank goodness.
Wow.
Definitely got the outside of the baseball there to hook it around.
Well struck. Mike, we talked about that glass of plane starting right at third base in the line, and that clearly did not break that glass plane going past third base. Again, it just smoked right by the coaching staff on third base there for the Oktaha Tigers.
So Cooper taking his time, getting his signal. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that'll be a breaking ball that just leaks away into the other batter's box.
That's a great pitch.
Yeah, no, I love that pitch.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic pitch.
Yeah.
But again, give credit to Casey and the rest of the Tigers not chasing. In fact, statues sitting there in the box waiting for the pitch.
They're pretty disciplined. I mean, it's
so 2-2 count.
Minimal lead here from the runners.
Right.
No secondary, barely any secondary.
There's going to be a foul ball. It's going to go straight back over the press box.
Yeah, good work here by Casey. I mean, he's staying alive, quality at bats, working through, fouling off a couple here. And it's just about a matter who's going to win this battle right now here in the first inning.
As if you're wondering how many pitches Cooper out, that's pitch number 36 here in the first inning.
Yeah, that's not good.
double play possession.
Yep. And there's that breaking ball. You do get the ground ball. Go to Brody Nichols. Going to go to second for one. And to Derek Shalani, he's going to have to jump up in the air, and it's going to pull him off the bag. So they are not able to roll the double play. It does score a third Oktaha Tiger to make this a 3-2 ball game on what ends up being a fielder's choice.
So great charge by by Brody Nichols. He had there's obviously no cover at three. He wouldn't have had time to run back to get it.
Right.
I don't think we could have played that any better.
Yeah, makes the right play at two with.
Even if the throw's on time at first, we don't have him. The kid gets down the line pretty good, and you're throwing that all the way around the diamond.
So
our kids did about as good as you could do there.
About as good as you can do. Yep.
Just give them credit.
So, and I do think if that throw is on the money, I do think the double play is turned. You think he might?
I think he was there.
You think he was there?
Yeah.
I don't. I think he's an out.
Okay.
It would have been close.
It's an out, and I would kick dirt on it too.
So, 3-2 ball game. There are 2 outs here and runners on the corners. The runner's going to take off to second. The throw is going to come, and it's going to be just off. And Kyle Yow's going to cut that, try to look to make a tag, but the runner goes around. So we'll call that a stolen base.
So obviously, runners on the corner. That was a bait to try to get the runner at third base and maybe mess up and try to get that throw.
Yep.
But I think some of the groans here from the fans was like there may have been a chance there with that throw from Smith to maybe get the runner.
Him in the inning, right?
But so, no harm done. No harm done with the stolen base.
No, it does put 2 runners in scoring position here. So 4 hits in the inning for the Oktaha Tigers. Kicking the pitch. This ball will be up, so that'll bring up.
It's interesting with 2 outs, they rolled the dice there and let him go. I mean, if 1 out's a completely different thing there, but with 2 outs, they let him try to steal. And
So do have Parker Atkinson warming up in the bullpen just in case, as Cooper's pitch count is pretty much elevated for this first inning.
Do you have that number?
There's a pickoff. Got him! Pickoff attempt at third, and they're able to nail. That would be Christian over at third base. So great job, great call by the coaching staff. Brody Nichols playing off the bag. It's a timing play at third as the pickoff comes and gets the diving Oktaha Tiger coming back to the bag.
Wow, great job, and that is we've been watching Cooper Frazee do that how many times? I mean, seriously, since he's been playing for you, Dirk, as an 8-year-old.
They caught everybody off guard. Even their coach wasn't even looking.
Fantastic move. We talked about Jacob Woody's move to first.
Yeah.
Cooper Frazee's move to 3 is almost unstoppable. Absolutely love that. So unfortunately, you couldn't see that on video, but it's just a great move. It was Brody Nichols there with the easy tag, and Wildcats.
No better time than to pull the trick out of your bag right there because. It worked. It wasn't even close. But literally, their coach had no clue. Like it caught him off guard too.
So hey, and that's awesome. I mean, every kid paying attention because you're not just yelling out to go do that. It's a small signal that gives everybody paying attention on every pitch to make that happen. And what a way to kill a second and third spot right there.
Is that shade and breeze?
Just barely,
stay here.
Stay,
Sweet
please.
Jesus, stay here.
Feels great.
Absolutely. So what could have been a lot worse for Oktaha, right? Turned into a 6-4-3 double play. They get out only holding the Wildcats at 2. Wildcats on defense coming back out. Not a great start, getting 2, eventually getting an out, and then allowing another run, but certainly getting the 3 outs to kind of hold Oktaha to 3. So we weren't sure we were going to have an offensive or defensive game here. We thought maybe a little more defensive. It's been all offense here in the first inning, Mike. So let's see if the Wildcats can keep it going.
There you go. So, hey, you wondered how many pitches on Cooper Frazee. 39 pitches.
39 in the first?
39 in the first,
okay,
opposed to Edwards' 20 in the first. So,
well, tight zone there. So what I thought could have been a strike doesn't go. Goes for ball one here for Kyle Yao, the sophomore right-hander.
This will be a pitch on the outer half at the knees for a called strike.
Kyle, a big, tall kid. You know, probably needs to hit the weight room his junior year. It's this summer, but certainly has been able to follow the Derek Shaline path, which is let's see how many different positions I can play.
Right.
A true utility as a sophomore here for Coach Mounts, and saw extensive time as a freshman as well.
He did, for sure. Had a home run his freshman year, so there's going to be a ground ball. That's going to go to the shortstop, and he's going to throw casually across the bag for the 6-3 putout. So Christian, the shortstop, throwing to Hamilton there.
So, again, a situation where, you just can't make contact against a team like Oktaha. You've got to have a plan and a vision of where you're going to put that ball. We saw that, again, with Kellen Smith, Frazee, and Acord. Let's hope the bottom half, who's been fantastic, can kind of follow through.
So Brody Nichols getting in the box. He'll see a first pitch strike. So Brody, playing third base today, has seen some second base time as well. We've seen him on the mound earlier in the state tournament. He'll foul that back.
Brody, another kid who's been a lot of utility, a lot of second base, third base, has pitched phenomenally for the Wildcats. Actually came in and got that save against Latta Thursday night.
Okay, so once again, just like Derek Shaline was 0-2, you see they want that elevated fastball on an 0-2 pitch. Brody does not chase on that. Kick and the pitch. And Brody will swing through on the outer half there, so that'll be a strikeout there for Edwards.
And not only is that unfortunate, but that's only 5 pitches that have been thrown here in the top of 2.
That's Edwards' second strikeout of the game. That'll bring up Max Higdon. The hits from the left side, throws right, Max Higdon.
Absolutely love Max, and there you go!
Drive going up the middle, so we've seen that all year for Max Higdon.
Heck yeah. 2-out rally as well as he's cooking something up at first base. So nice work there by the junior. Again, Dirk, you've been on the fanboy Max Higdon fan club ever since he came to Cashion.
Lots of talent.
Just a phenomenal athlete. We've seen him on the football field. Certainly, he has grown here over the last couple of years from his baseball
it's so
prowess.
good to see his back come around.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring Riker Johnson to the plate. This ball will be just a bit off the plate for ball 1.
Well, it's going to come down to good plate appearances here. I mean, those guys are doing a great job over there. We've got to do the same and just not chase.
So pickoff attempt at first, Max Higdon back standing up. Riker Johnson 4 for 7 being on base here in the state tournament.
He's having a good tournament.
Yeah, it was that first game he drew. You said
4 walks.
4 walks. So
4 walks.
Right.
So this ball will be up and out for ball 2. So a very patient hitter with a good eye. So top of the order up after Riker Johnson, but we'll just call him kind of the first leadoff. This will be a ball away, so 3-0. So first time that we've seen Edwards with kind of a 3-1, 3-0 count, I believe.
Yeah, he's not missing by much, even when he does miss.
Kicking the pitch, and this is going to be down for a 4-pitch walk, so Riker Johnson finding another way on base.
And that's the name of the game. Find yourself on base. That's a situation. 2-out rally again in effect here for the Wildcats. They've been so good with 2 outs, generating so many runs all season long, including in the state tournament. So you've got some good speed on the field, and you've got your leadoff who had a fantastic double to lead off this entire game.
Yeah.
So after the
well, I hope we're taking here. I mean, he's thrown 4 balls in a row. We got to be taking, right?
So Kellen Smith removes his catcher shin guards, puts on his protective plate on his leg, and will step in. And
he's got to look at one here.
so with the runners at first and second, Kellen Smith will see a ball away. So Dirk making that call. You got to take that.
Got to do it again.
Until he feeds a strike
Until
in there,
he
I
throws
think you're
one
taking.
in
I
there,
agree.
you're taking.
And he says, no, I think I'll swing at this. He kind of grimaces like that was his pitch.
But he didn't chase, so
Right.
he did swing at a good pitch.
So foul ball there, setting up 1-1. Hey, if you can hear our student section through the mics, all in construction outfits. They got their cowbells and their drums, and they're giving chants, so we'd love to see it. There's a ball away. Cashion community rolling out in strong force here today.
Always, Mike. If
Always.
we were playing tiddlywinks, we offer the most sports probably of any team in Class 2A. I know Dirk would only play baseball every single day of the year.
That's a negative.
If we were playing chess, there would be 3,000 Cashion fans in the whole community out there. Just phenomenal support.
Definitely would not be on the chess team just because, gotta have a little.
We do have a chess state champion, though. I'm just telling you.
No,
So
don't
after
get me
that
wrong.
called strike
Chess
on
is
the out of
fantastic,
half,
but it's.
Kellen
Yeah.
Smith will see this pitch and he'll
I'm
foul
not
it
smart
back.
enough for that game.
2-2. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there, but I know some people can't see the video. So
Catching
they'd rather
footballs
listen
and
to
hitting
Dirk talk
baseballs are a
anyway.
lot
That's what
easier
he-
than playing chess, right?
Baseball is a lot easier than chess. Yeah, for you, for sure.
Catching
I,
footballs
on the other hand, am a multi-sport, multi-brain athlete.
So 2-2 and a breaking ball that Kellen Smith just a little bit out in front, kind of swung over the top, and that'll end the threat with runners on first and second. So Cashion will strand 2 without scoring that inning.
And that, I guess I need to stop talking about our 2-out rallies again. It was fantastic, but that was our dilemma against Dale, getting runners on,
Right.
and losing out on that opportunity. So it certainly, again, early in the game, it's just a 1-run inning, but
Right.
certainly we want to be able to get in a situation. And I know from a standpoint, Coach Mounts has done a great job of playing small ball when needed. I don't know if there's a time and place where we start to put a little bit more pressure on the Oktaha defense, but certainly from this standpoint, it looks like now things are tightening up.
Right, for sure. Hey, we were talking about runners left on base. Here's a stat from yesterday. In a 7-inning game where you can only leave 21 runners on base, Dale leaves 13 runners on base yesterday.
Well, they had the bases jacked 3 times,
Right.
and we got out of that.
So we almost need to call Chance Acord Houdini as he
Yeah, that
gets
was-
in those spots and gets out of them. So
Yeah, Neiman and I were talking about that while you were down on the field. That his performance yesterday was off the charts.
Houdini, who's the evil guy in the Marvel series? What's the guy with the gemstones? What's that guy's name?
Nababi? Is that?
No, stop it.
And Nababi?
I was thinking about that the stone.
I was thinking Nick, not Neiman.
Right,
Of course. Love Nick. Nick was here yesterday. Alex, we were here. We had alum out here celebrating, and I saw Preston Cotter as well. So certainly, the boys love each other. And we talked about this, Dirk, a little bit before in the pregame. We talked about it yesterday. This isn't just the 2024 squad. This is a squad. This is about a culmination of squads
Lot of
going back to
experience.
2010,
Yeah.
right? That have
Yep.
built this program
Sure.
up and up from the concrete little backstop that was
Yeah.
painted purple to weeds
Yeah.
in the infield to the situation where we have now.
Yeah, expectations are different. They are.
here
They
we
are.
go.
You gotta have talent too.
Yeah,
and
Jimmy's
we
and the
gotta-
Joes, always.
We got a lot of that, yeah. But
Always,
the expectations are
always
completely
Jimmy's and the
different.
Joes.
You know, east
Cooper
of the.
Frazee back on
Hey,
the hill.
let's just get in a regional.
Sorry.
No, we're going to host one, and we have state tournaments just a thing now. Let's get there.
So line drive, that one's going to go into right field immediately. That was from number 5, Kayan
Let's see why they're
Elam.
here.
Elam is your DH today.
Yeah, he was left on base after that pick at 3, so this is essentially his second at bat,
Right.
plate appearance, I should say.
So that's going to bring to the plate number 10, Connor Casey. Casey playing in this game left field.
I don't mean to be Captain Obvious, but it's pretty obvious why they're here. They really have a good approach at the plate, and they can hit.
They got show bunt, and that's an excellent bunt down third base. Brody Nichols will field that. He'll
Good
throw
job.
to Derek Shaline. So good sack bunt there by the 9-hole hitter for the Oktaha Tigers.
Yeah, well done, stayed in there. That's the beauty of
Brody rolled his ankle when he coming up on that ball.
it looked like a little bit, yeah. Again, the grass is a little bit higher. It's not necessarily tight. Brody says he's okay, gives a thumbs up to Coach Mount, says, get back in the dugout. I got this. This is a state championship game. I'm not going anywhere. But well done. And that, Dirk, Mike and I have talked about this all the time. When no outs, runner on, you're going to show bunt. You better get that first pitch. When that first pitch comes down, you better get it because after that, it's burned.
And then defensively, you have to have an out.
Yes.
Yeah, give them the sacrifice, but you've got to get an out there. We did.
So that brings top of the order back up for the Tigers as Cale Testerman comes back up. Had a double in his first at bat to left center. And he's going to crush this ball to right. Riker Johnson's going to go back. He is going to make that catch. They are going to tag at second. Wow, look at that arm right there from Riker Johnson as he was deep in right field. They are able to tag successfully. So there will be 2 outs here in the inning with a runner on third base.
Yeah, that one was deep to the track. We had to stand up to look over the dugout, but it was a moonshot, just like the Northern Lights last night. It was up there. Kept going back. Right
Yeah, what was going on last night? I'm reading about it, and it's dark now, and I missed all that.
Well, Dirk, you needed to get on social media a little bit faster.
Well, I was following you.
But 2 outs here. Let's see if the Wildcats can get out of this.
So that brings up the opposing pitcher, Maddox Edwards. Edwards also doubled in the first inning. He looks at a first pitch curveball for a strike.
They've done that a lot. They are taking pitches.
So, and the 0-1. This is the fastball on the outer half for a called strike.
So great adjustments. Great adjustments here. Love seeing this.
Well,
Again, 0-2 though. Let's take care of
Been here a
business.
lot.
Right.
Let's keep the ball down or up.
So 0-2 from Cooper Frazee. They'll be, hey, man, you can't say enough by Kellen Smith right there. Curveball in the other batter's box in the dirt. He sacrifices his whole body sliding over.
No,
and
he
keeps
has
that
to do
so.
that. That is a must-have in that situation with a huge backstop.
So with a runner on third, I mean, you can't say enough. So here we go. 1-2 from Frazee. He shakes off a pitch, and here's the kick. This will be down low. Kellen covers that up as well.
And Mike, we talked about turf versus dirt, right?
Right.
And what that means for the infield, what that means for the catcher. Can't take any play off.
Not at all. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. As they set up outside, here's the pitch. Just low and away.
No, I love what Cooper's doing right there on those last 3. He's missing, but he's missing small. But golly, you got to give these guys credit. They are not chasing pitches.
So, and the full count offering. Oh, it's a breaking ball that does not get Edwards to chase, so that'll be a walk. Nobody hurt there.
So if you're watching, Cooper takes his glove off to adjust. Kellen with a throwback has to come back off the mound to barehand that with a runner at 3. So very fortuitous there that Cooper also plays football and was able to come out there and play a little wide receiver with his bare hand on that baseball.
So ball's always live in baseball, so yeah, that's dangerous right there. So that'll bring up number 14, Darren Ledford, the catcher, once again from the left side. Big kid. Runners on the corners here with 2 outs.
Again, same scenario, getting ahead in the count.
There's a pickoff attempt at first. Runner back easily, just keeping him honest over there. Seeing if he might take off early.
Yeah,
possibly.
well, first and third, yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I think
it's
that's a
just
great
2 outs.
play.
I mean, first and third changes with 2 outs. And not that he won't go. I'm just saying I don't think you'll see an early or a delay.
And Frazee's pitch. That'll get a swing and a miss from Ledford.
Fantastic fastball, good pace on that one.
For sure. So
Yeah,
Cooper Frazee.
14 was trying to put that ball downtown, Shawnee. Kid came out of his shoes.
So Cooper Frazee, the Redlands Community College commit, gonna continue playing baseball even after today.
Oh, he has committed to Redlands. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, he last week he made that decision.
Okay, well, fantastic.
So yeah, I mean Cooper, an all-around complete baseball player, not just on the mound, but
No, that'll be a
everywhere.
good fit for him. He'll be over there and go compete.
Oh, pitch on the outer half that looked excellent. Just misses.
Mike, is he going as a position player or as a pitcher?
I hadn't heard officially. So, hey, I mean, if I'm the coaching staff over there, I'd take a look at this kid all around.
I know.
So,
Unfortunately, it typically doesn't work that way unless you're just a 6'4" freak.
right. And the 1-1. This ball be in and down. So 2 balls, 1 strike.
So got a little Frazee tradition going on at Redlands,
Yep,
huh?
that's right.
For sure.
Yeah, all right. I'm glad to hear that.
2-1 here again, 3-2. Oktaha's looking to add to that total. Wildcats trying to hold them.
Good spot.
Oh, nice breaking ball there, but they're going to find that hole in between first and second, and a hard ground ball to right field is going to be a single, and it's going to score run number 4 for the Oktaha Tigers and have runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Hey, big shout out to all the folks listening from home. I did see Chris Gibson here now. I think may have been listening in the truck. I know all the Nabavi Hammonds family are watching as well. Amy Hammonds, big shout out. But appreciate you guys joining us here on Squirtle audio only broadcast. But you got the triple the voices, so that should make up for any of the videos.
Some would
missed.
say maybe Stooges, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey guys, and that's not our call about not having a video. That's the OSSAA policy. So for championship games. So here we go. Stepping in, number 2, Dallas Hamilton. Hamilton struck out looking his first time up. He's hitting from the left side as well. Oh, and this pitch was going to be a wild pitch, way up and out, almost over Kellen Smith, and he's just able to put a glove on that and save that.
And that's the play you have to have. That's
Yes.
not the play that's the play you have to have. These things are going to happen, and you got to make sure and give best effort. Again, we're seeing that here. You know, the 6 seniors out here, if when given one situation or the other, the NA seniors, they're going to give their best effort.
Right.
Certainly, you need it from all 9 guys out on the grass.
So 1-0 as Hamilton was out of the box for a while, now has stepped back in. And the pitch. There's a breaking ball. Excellent pitch. Kellen able to grab that with just the littlest part of his glove
Snow
right
cone.
there. Little snow cone
Snow
action.
cone
What
that
flavor
one
is
for
that? So, called strike. So, Chance Acord holding the runner at second, kind of pinched in. He'll break off the bag now. This ball will be down. Kellen Smith covers that up.
Good work there by the catcher coming over now on the left side of the box.
Yeah,
so
Kellen's he's doing a good job being a
gonna
wall.
have to do that. Gonna have to protect. Just need one out here, Wildcats.
So outfield playing straight up, it looks like. No pickoff attempt at second, and we'll throw to the plate, and it'll be high. Just keeping an eye on pitch number 56 there for Cooper Frazee.
Hey, Mike, what's the pitch count on their kid?
What's that?
What's the pitch count on their kid?
On their kid?
It's got to be in the 40s.
He's at 39. You're right around
Okay.
there, yep. So 3 balls, 1 strike currently to Hamilton.
Mild lead by the runners at first and second. And there's that wheel.
That small little wheel that just says, hey, I'm keeping you honest. Then he'll come set rather quickly and throw to the plate. There's the 3-1. It gets fouled off right side.
It's a great pitch.
So that'll bring it back to full. Here we go.
I think I would like to see Cooper just challenge these guys more with this fastball because they've done well handling his off-speed stuff. Just start spotting the fastball, and if they
I
hit
appreciate
it, they hit
Dallas Hamilton. I think he's getting his MLB walk-up into the box squared
doubt.
away. He's worked on that quite a bit, taking about 12 minutes to get into the box as he readjusts every single equipment on his appendages.
So here's the 3-2. Cooper Frazee will do that small little wheel move and not throw the ball to second base. Hey, 3-2 pitch, 2 outs. Both runners on first and second will be taking off here. And the pitch. Oh, that'll be up high. That'll be ball 4. So that'll load the bases here with 2 outs.
So, Dirk, what's the situation here where Cooper, I mean, is he just not coming down the mound? Is there something fundamental, like functionally with his throw, with his arm slot? Is there something going on where he's leaving that up there quite a bit?
No, there's a lot of things it could be. I mean, there's a ton of things it could be.
I didn't know if it looked like he was leaning back a little bit, trying to give a little more extra juice to
Well,
it,
I mean,
maybe.
and I don't know how many games he's thrown on turf versus dirt.
Right, for sure.
It's a big deal,
right.
but I don't think that's an issue. Cooper's, I will say that they're hitting his off-speed stuff, and
Oh, that's a crush job to center field,
That's
but
an
that's
out.
nothing for Max Higdon as he takes a couple steps back, and he'll make that catch to kill the bases-loaded threat. Oktaha strands 3. They do score 1 in the second, making this a 4-2 ball game. But hey, 4-2, you just chip away at this, and hey, it can be done.
Yeah,
we're going to have to do it at the plate, clearly. Right?
Obviously, in a situation, that's why I was mentioning, do we change things up? Do we try to approach small ball a little bit differently? Do we try, in terms of adjustments that way? what we're doing with in terms of our approach. But Dirk, you haven't been here the last couple of days, but we've had some major shots out in the outfield that just look like they're going to be racing out of here, and they just don't. It's hard on video where we were. It's hard obviously on audio, but this is a big field. This is a very big field.
It's big in more ways than just dimensionally in the outfield. So much room down the aprons.
So with that in mind, does that kind of affect the kids' visuals? Are they thinking differently, or their approach? No. So same swing?
No, same swing.
Hey, line drives win championship today.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I would like to see us take some more pitches.
And that's kind of where I'm getting at, Mike, right? Just nice smooth strokes, nice line drive, just like what we started with. You don't have to try to hit power, but just put ball in play.
Well, that's what I told Derek. We were hitting it early this morning in the cages, just getting kind of warmed up. I said, hey, we all know there's going to be no home runs today.
Yeah.
It's all about line drives. Let's not put the ball in the air. Let's line drives. We'll take singles and doubles all day. So.
Well, the only way you're going to get this thing started is good at-bats.
Right.
And it's got to start with good at-bats. And let's don't chase. Let's just get deep in the count.
We appreciate you guys joining us here on Squirtle.tv, CashionWildcats.tv here, #1 streaming service of high school athletics in the state of Oklahoma. It's been an amazing state title run for the Wildcats. Just an amazing season. Big shout out to Mike Shaline, who has efforted, who has worked his tail off to ensure that just about every single game, all but one, have been broadcast.
And that was because we were doing stuff for basketball.
Basketball. It wasn't because we didn't want to.
Right.
But the situation has just been an amazing run. You can always go back and watch on the archive, and as long as Amazon Web Services and their server stays up, we're going to have our archive ready to go back and visit from years to come. But we appreciate all of you guys joining us here today, and this entire season. It's been phenomenal, and we've got a good one here as the Wildcats looking to come back. We have a new pitcher.
No, we don't.
We do. Number 3?
No.
Same one. Edward's still out there.
Okay, I thought we had a new pitcher.
I was
about to say, I didn't know. Maybe they're staffing to come back to him later or something.
Right.
But
well, hey, I want to hear, because this is Shawnee High School, right? We talk about state championships. But I see something down here that says National Champions 2017.
I'm not sure.
Like maybe there is games after this.
I'm trying to understand what that means.
Right. So, hey, Cooper Frazee will come in and get his
it's just like
vote.
OSU. You just make up national championships and put it on a wall, right?
Oh, my God.
1940, stealing that from our U.S. Army cadets. I love you guys.
Do you?
Love you guys.
Do you?
Absolutely do.
Yeah.
You know that.
Ball one upstairs. We're not just handing out fur coats in the 80s.
That's all right. We all were doing that. You all were just dumb for not doing it better.
So called strike on the inner half there, 1-1 to Cooper Frazee.
That fur coat was nice, and Boz's Corvette was nice too. I got to tell you, I saw that at the convenience store there off of Brooks.
So 1-1.
There we go.
Lace this down. That's going to hit 6 inches inside.
Run, baby!
That's going to curl into the corner. Frazee's going to have himself a stand-up double. So way to start things off here in the top of the third for the senior.
Fantastic! Absolute rope over the third base. We talked about that broken glass. This was picture perfect. Right around third base, rolls into the outfield. Phenomenal play, and Coop's got the wheels. Maybe could have turned that to 3, but love it with our man Chance Acord with a chance to get us a little bit closer.
So here we go. Chance Acord coming up. He singled on a hard ground ball to left field last time. You look at the first pitch, it's a curveball away. So, hey, there's a breeze right there, gentlemen.
Yeah, it feels fantastic.
So Edwards will get set. The right-hander delivers to the plate. This will be a breaking ball that falls off, make it a 2-0 count to Chance Acord. So Chance Acord played football for Stillwater in the fall, made it to the state championship game here in baseball, making it to the state championship game with your Cashion Wildcats. Well, spin move to Cooper Frazee at second. He slides in.
Yeah,
safely.
no, well done by Maddox Edwards. That was a good spin move to come back. And again, Wildcats, we talked about it all the time. Coach Mounts is aggressive on the base path. He's going to get that initial and a big secondary, get his guys moving.
Got to be smart here, right? You're in scoring position.
Down for ball 3, so most guys would have a red light here. I don't know.
Not Chance Acord.
Not Chance Acord.
Leading home run guy on the team, leading in terms of batting average.
We're taking here, fellas. We got base. We're gonna have base runners.
I agree. Base runners score.
Let's take a ball here, let him get 3-1, and then unload on one.
Yeah, top of 3 here. Wildcats down 4-2, but threatening here with tying runner at the plate. Chance Acord.
And the 3-0 pitch. That ball will be off for a 4-pitch walk. So that'll bring Hunter Gibson to the plate.
Is that the Brett Green air horn, train horn?
I heard that was Brona took it off of his vehicle and brought it up here. So love it. The kids talked about it in the dugout. They love it as well.
I remember in that 2021 state championship run, the traveling horn.
I can still hear that thing. Yeah, it's 40 times as loud as that thing. You can feel it, like the ground moves when that
we
thing
love
goes
the Greens.
off.
I hope Brett Greens. Hopefully you're listening. Love the Green family. Brett and LeMay. I know relishing that win over Dale yesterday.
Okay, and this will be a called strike at the knees on the outer half to Hunter Gibson. So we're trying to add more Cashion Wildcats on the bases right here.
Just a base hit. That's all we need from Gibby right here. Base hit.
Yeah, base hit or something on the right side and just move these guys.
Woo! Did you see that?
Little swing
A Hunter Gibson bunt?
It's showing bunt.
I told you. Little small ball action.
I think it's a decoy.
Just showing bunt on
Oh,
the
come
I
on.
think
No.
it's a pick
No.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
I
decoy.
want Hunter Gibson to bunt
100% decoy.
So Dirk calling the decoy to just
Hunter's not
bring
button,
the
fellas.
third baseman in a little bit. So he is going to show bunt. And he is attempt the bunt.
No, I was wrong.
So unfortunately he bunts through that for strike 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so completely lunging at that one. Needed to kind of sit back and wait and let the ball do the work.
He's my neighbor, so no matter what the outcome is, he and I we're gonna have to talk about that one. I'll give him a hard time.
So here we go. 0-2 pitch to Gibson.
Got a
It's
boy.
going to be
Got a
that
boy.
ball. It's going to go past the second baseman. It's going to go into center field. The throw is going to come to the plate. And Cooper Frazie's going to slide in head first under the tag. And that's going to make it a 4-3 ball game and allow both runners to move up to third base and second base respectively.
Fantastic hit by Hunter Gibson coming through the senior. Fantastic work. It's right by the diving glove of the second baseman, Braxton Casey, on the right side of the bag.
Yep.
And you said it, Mike. Aggressive base running by the Wildcats as Chance Acord says, I'm in fifth gear, I'm heading to 3, and Hunter Gibson advances to 2, and the Wildcats dealing with no outs in scoring, with runners in scoring position.
So 6 hits apiece. 6 hits for Oktaha, 6 hits for the Cashion Wildcats.
Well, I'm glad to see something positive for Hunter. Just get
Right.
that taste out of his mouth from yesterday afternoon. And
Absolutely.
So we will have a
Yeah.
pinch runner for Hunter Gibson at second base. Jaden Bolton will come in and run.
Got a nice text here from Brett Green. I knew he was listening. Super fan.
Hey,
let me guess, he shut off his lawnmower. Got off the lawnmower. The green thumb.
You want to talk
The green
Lundell
thumb.
Farms lawn of the month every single month, every single year. I mean, that guy is amazing.
Well, he had to compete against you. Is that tough?
Yeah, no,
There's no-
man.
there's no
And he does it with a smile.
It's not even close. You have goat pasture versus oak tree next door.
So here we go. Runners on second and third. No outs here in the top of the third. Derek Shaline to the plate.
Fantastic start here for the Wildcats in the third. Check swing.
This will be a check swing on the outer half. It's
That's
gonna
a
be
good type,
false
though.
strike.
So, but
That's a
here's the
tough
deal.
pitch to
Derek
that.
needs to quit thinking, and Derek needs to do him. Derek needs to do him because when he does him, he's an MVP.
Right. So here's the 0-1. Derek's going to put
That's
this in
gonna
the
score a run
outfield.
at
That's going to be
least.
deep enough to score the tying run here. That's going to be a sacrifice fly. Chance Acord's going to tag, and he's going to score. And man, Jaden Bolton even tagging at second and able to get to third base. So great job by everybody there. Great job by the senior Derek Shaline getting an RBI.
What I
Tying
say?
up this ball game.
What I say? MVPs do MVP stuff. Derek Shaline coming through clutch, tie ball game, and you said it. Aggressive base running as Jaden Bolton gets all the way to third on a tag from
Well,
first
we were
base.
a little fortunate because the center fielder was on the move. Couldn't really set his feet to make a good throw there. Even though the ball was cut, still couldn't make the throw to third in time. So good base running. Here we go, squeeze, got the squeeze on.
Oh my gosh!
I really thought he
put my
might
head
try
down.
to.
I was
Was
waiting
that
for.
a suicide
So
squeeze?
it
No,
absolutely was. Jaden Bolton running down. I was waiting for him to delay to come back to
I
maybe
thought it
try to
looked
call
like
a
safety,
balk.
but either way, we're rolling the dice there. I love
Wow.
So
You couldn't see it. Mike, tell us what happened.
Well, I had my head down and putting in the sack fly, but I saw Jaden Bolton coming hard down the line when I picked my head up.
Kyle Yao showing bunt. If that goes down, that's an absolute money score.
So that's
it can be scary if you're that guy coming. Because the batter and him have got to be on the same page.
Yep.
Because if the hitter doesn't see it and takes a swing and the kid's coming in home,
Kill him.
Yeah, so you got to. The deal is you stay in there and you swing the bat high and you slide underneath it. You don't leave the box.
This ball will be up and away. So setting up a 2-1.
I wondered if because to me that the inning, usually you want to do that with the left-handed pitcher, but man, they rolled the dice right there.
He would have scored if he puts that in the grass. He would
I
have scored.
think so.
Oh, Kyle Yow's going to hit this line drive into left center, and that's going to score the 5th Cashion Wildcat run to take a 5-4 lead. Great job there by the sophomore doing his job with the line drive.
Amazing. And Mike, what did we say? I said it. Second time around for these guys. They're going to score these cup. They're going to make the adjustments. And we're seeing this as the Wildcats have come through with 4 hits, 3 hits, 1 sack, and a walk to take the lead back 5-4 here, the top of 3.
Man, you gotta love championship finals. We thought it was stressful yesterday.
Yeah, I told Nima this is going to be a 4-3 game because they typically are. It may be a close game, but it might be 12-11.
So Brody Nichols coming up with 1 out here. Kyle Yao, your runner at first base, after his awesome single to give the Wildcats the lead.
Again, just 1 out. A great opportunity here for the Wildcats. Keep taking advantage.
There's a pitch away for ball 1.
And when we talk about Cooper Frazee, he gets stronger as the game goes on.
Good point.
This is a great
point.
situation for the Wildcats. Offense holding the line here for Cooper and the defense.
Yeah, I think.
There's going to be a ball. Oh, the left fielder's played in. He's going to make a diving catch.
That's
That kind of a small little dive, but he had good wheels on there. That was a good scouting report, bringing the outfield in just a bit.
I cannot believe that is Nostradamus. That's like in the hand of God to get him to get shifted to that spot for that hit. But after a couple of hits in that same spot, you got to give Coach Roden a lot of credit to make the defensive shifts. Again, the game within the game within the game.
Right. So Max Higgins up. He'll look at a
bad call.
Curveball away. It is a called strike, but man, that's a tough one. I mean, I'm not sure I could reach that.
Yeah, Cashion fans have every right to moan on that one because that hadn't been called all day.
So Kyle Yao still at first. Max Higdon up. He'll swing through this second offering. So, hey, head up,
we're
kid.
doing at the plate. We're not chasing bad pitches. The 2 pitches we swung and missed, they've been quality pitches, and that was another one.
2-out rally in effect here for the Wildcats.
And Max Higdon's going to swing at this kind of up and away. So he'll go down swinging. That will be the 3rd out of the inning. But hey, the Cashion Wildcats strand 1, but not before they score 3 and take the lead here in this championship game, 5-4.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Andy Stimke. I'm good.
Hey guys,
Thanks,
while we
Andy.
have this
I'm
moment,
good. Appreciate it.
this has been a fantastic run this year. Cashion Wildcats setting the record for most wins in a season. First trip to the state finals. The highest ranking, or at least tied for the highest ranking in school history. This senior class establishing the most wins by any graduating class. Hey, and we were able to bring that to you through CWTV. That wouldn't have been possible without our streaming sponsors. We'd like to say very much a thank you to Adrenaline Fundraising. We would like to say thank you to One Tom Plumber. We would like to say thank you to Creative Medicare Solutions. A big thank you to Omnilux Med Spa. A huge thanks to Chris Gibson and Legacy Insurance and Financial Services. On the corner in Cashion, I want to say thank you to Cashion Floral and Design, and last but not least to BG Products and Services, BG, for being our 2024 streaming sponsors. So we were able to get some pictures. We're up in the stands here today. We're amongst the awesome people of Cashion in this game, so it's fun to be up here.
So pictures of us, not a good thing. That's why we're behind a mic and not on the screen. But we have, Mike, I got to say, you're doing this for 5 years. I tell you what, it's an absolute blessing for us to be able to do this, but it comes with a lot of appreciation. The community has been fantastic to support us and what we do. People always wanting to lend a hand to help out, do whatever we need to make this. It really has been a fun experience thus far.
So here we go, bottom of the 4th, Cooper Frazee on the hill. Number 21, Nick Tolbert, the tall lefty.
That's what I think
coming
Cooper
up.
needs to do.
There's that pitch outside.
Challenge him at the fastball, let him hit it.
That was a
They're hitting the
fastball
breaking stuff.
outside for ball one.
Spot up the fastball. Live or die with it.
Kicking the pitch, and
There you go.
this will be
There you
fouled
go.
off. I love that. Come back inside with it and fouls it off on that left side. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
And then maybe come back with a changeup.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but he's got to get that established.
And there's a curveball that
They're
man,
just
he
throwing
waits,
loads on
and
the off-speed
explodes
stuff.
and pulls that down the line. Hard foul down the first base line.
These kids look like they've been in the cage up all night hitting curveballs.
Well, I wouldn't-
Seriously, right? So Cooper Frazee ahead, 1-2 here. And there's that breaking ball. Ooh, just misses on the outer portion. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Tolbert. The kick and the pitch. Now gets a swing and a miss on that breaking ball. Tolbert ahead of that thing. Cooper Frazee will get a strikeout, and that will be out number 1 here.
Spot it.
Frazee's second strikeout of the game. And that will bring up the 7-hole hitter, Casey. Casey grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up.
Boom.
There's that breaking ball again. Curveball, 12-6 that falls in the zone.
Well, I think if you're going to throw it, I mean, they're taking a lot of first pitches.
Yeah,
They
that's when
are
you throw
taking
it.
a lot of first pitches.
So Frazee taking his time, shaking off a pitch. And Casey says, I've been in the box long enough. He asked for time, and he'll get it and step out.
It looks like the middle infield certainly on the cut here. They're looking pretty deep.
Right. And the 0-1, that'll be in the dirt. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Casey's last at bat had that fielder's choice. Is that correct?
Well, he was, yeah. The one I think that they tried to turn the double play on. Yep. So 1-1 here from Frazee. There's a breaking ball. That's going to be hit a fly ball out to Max Higdon. That's nothing for him as he's camped underneath it. And that'll be a can of corn in the second out of the inning.
Yeah, fantastic play. I mean, obviously, Max has been doing it all season long in center field. Shalansley rolls to his left, comes up under it, makes the play, and basically middle center field. So nice work, and that's what you want. You want to be able to get. It's okay to put the ball in play, but we want plays that we can get outs, and that's by positioning and picking spots here with your pitches.
So that brings up the 8-hole, the DH, Canyon Elam. Elam hit a single hard ground ball, found in between that first base and second base hole last time. Cooper will throw.
Somebody's warming up.
So yeah, I'm getting some text of, hey, why can there not be any video? Hey, it is unfortunate. You can watch the video right now if you want to, but who would want to get away from this awesome commentary? A curveball there that falls in for strike 2.
Yeah, 2 in a row there from Cooper, looking fantastic, in control, Dirk. He is in control.
I feel like he's been in control most of the game. They just got to give them credit. They've done a good job of hitting the off speed.
There's,
Good pitch.
0-2. He goes for the fastball in the outer half. It must have been a ball off for ball 1.
Again, tight zone here for from the umpire, plate umpire. Love the spot there from Cooper.
And the 1-2. There's a curveball. Just fouled off enough. That's going to go over the press box here.
Hey, how great would this be if Wildcats can knock him down 1-2-3 here in the 3rd inning after taking that 1-run lead going into the bottom of 3?
It would be nice. We'll see. Right here, Cooper Frazee looking for his 3rd strikeout of the game and the 1-2. And he'll get it with a swing and a miss. So that'll end the 3rd inning with a 0 spot for the Oktaha Tigers as they go 1-2-3.
Woo! Fantastic.
That definitely helps the pitch count.
And Cooper needed that from a pitch
Yes,
count
yeah,
perspective for
absolutely.
sure.
Yep.
So if you're wondering, hey, where's
Watch our equipment, Reisner.
if you're wondering where he's at, so through 3 innings, 72 pitches.
Yeah, fantastic work. You talk about being in control. Yes, I'm agreeing with you. I just see a different demeanor from Cooper. I just saw it in that inning. Looked way better, stronger. And again, this is what we want. Continue to climb and continue to do what he needs to do to keep this Wildcats in the game. So absolutely love seeing that. We have a new pitcher
Now we
for
have a
sure
pitcher
now,
too.
We have
number
a new
14.
pitcher, so same a right-hander That's going to be number 14, Darren Ledford. This is one of their catchers, so they're not going to lose anything in the catcher position by making this change. Ledford, a big, I'll have trouble saying that. Ledford, a big kid. So
yeah, it looks like Dallas Hamilton has gone to
Throws right,
catcher.
bats left, right?
And number 21, Tolbert's gone to first base.
Okay.
I'm still trying to track where Maddox went,
I need to see a birth certificate.
or
on
Edwards,
this
where
kid.
Edwards went.
let's see.
You agree?
What?
So third
You think they travel
base.
with a birth certificate on this kid? Does he have eligibility left?
He's gonna hit. Are you saying he's gonna hit the bars when he
I
when he
think
leaves
the
the game?
Rangers sent him down from AAA. The kid's
So you
he's been
can't
in the
see
minors
it.
for
You
5
can't see
years.
it. But number 14 looks like he's probably about 28. He's got a full mustache.
Yeah.
Well, just a
Yeah.
great. The kid's got great size. So
Yeah, he looks the part for sure. It's interesting. He throws right, bats left.
yeah, but nonetheless, Wildcats will have to figure it out. Again, Riker Johnson will be starting off the Wildcats here, the bottom or the top of 4. So it'll be the Wildcats' first look here as the big right-hander, number 13.
Hey, in case you didn't say it, in case I missed it, Edwards moved to shortstop.
Okay.
Christian moves from shortstop to third base.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No interrupt. This is your show, Mike.
Not at all. Not
We're
at
just
all.
filling space,
We're
making
just
sure
living in your world.
folks aren't listening to static.
So that's going to bring up Riker Johnson, and he's going to look at a first
Yeah,
pitch
that's a
strike.
tough call right there, which has been inconsistent this entire game. I thought below the knees there against Riker for strike 1.
So and this one's going to be low and away, and he's going to get a swing and a miss there. So
Definitely not a compact approach here with
Not at all.
Ledford. He's a big loper, over the top, lots of motion.
and here's the 0-2. And unfortunately, Riker Johnson not going to be the first person to see this new pitcher, and he's going to go down on three pitches with a swing and a miss there. So,
3
hey,
fastballs.
right, it was all fastballs. So that'll bring the top of the order for the Cashion Wildcats as Kellen Smith comes back to the plate. Kellen on the day, 1 for 2. Started off this game with a single to center field. And he'll foul
Well,
this off.
it's a good move for them. I mean, obviously we had hit the ball well. We
Right.
had good plate appearances before, and I don't think they had an option. They had to make a change.
I think they
This
had
is
to
a
make a
totally
change.
different look.
Right, you were going to see him for a third time. I think it's a good move by Coach.
With the top of the
Coach.
lineup coming up?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
Kellen
you're
will
seeing
foul
nothing
this
but
off.
85-mile-an-hour fastballs.
And that'll hit the snow cone trailer over here as there's a big line on a hot day at the ballpark. So 0-2 for Kellen Smith.
Low and away breaking ball. What do you think? Something.
And there you go.
That's
It
the first off-speed pitch he's
It
thrown.
was low and away, and Kellen's able to get the end of the bat off on it, kind of foul it off to the first base dugout.
So it's good work by Kellen getting a bat on that one, staying alive. I would only expect a full dose of that coming forward here.
And the 0-2, and Kellen staying alive with another foul ball. So he fouls that one a little more straight back, so his timing's on it.
Hey guys, let's go.
So Kellen had an excellent state tournament thus far. And he'll seize this outside pitch. He just kind of throws his bat at it. He will pop it up, and Tolbert, the first baseman, will make that catch.
Yeah, I hope he throws that pitch to Cooper.
Yeah, give credit there to Ledford. I mean, stayed in it, was able to get him to reach. I think in that situation, Kellen didn't have much else to do except put it out there and see what happened. But, no one better than Cooper Frazee here with 2
I'll
outs.
be surprised if he gets 3 fastballs. So.
Right. So Cooper Frazee coming up, staying hot, trying to help his cause.
Exactly.
Ball away, you're right. You didn't gonna see a fastball at all.
Kid's 85 and it's no movement. I mean, he throws that to Cooper. Cooper's going to hit the water tower out there.
And Cooper will see a pitch on the outer half and kind of flail at it and swing and a miss.
So you have to get back. New pitcher. Stay patient.
Different look, yeah. Let
It
him
is
make him
different
throw
look.
strikes, which he is.
Let us see if, he's yet to throw a strike.
So in the 1-1, and there's a little more slower delivery as it kind of breaks on the inner half for a ball.
And his motion slows down quite a
It
bit
does.
when he throws that. I mean,
I
it's
think
a
he's just
big
got
tell.
a little cutter.
So 2-1, Cooper Frazier's going to put a good stick on it. He's going to lift it a little bit. It's going to go to center field, and they're going to make that catch as Testerman comes over just a couple steps to do it. And the Cashion Wildcats will go 1, 2, 3. And we will head to the fourth with a still 5-4 Cashion Wildcat lead. Woo!
Well, that was not good.
No, but hey, we were talking about pitch counts. Well, you didn't have to worry about that when you bring a new pitcher in.
Right.
So I'm sure they're going to see if Ledford can go the distance here.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to be very curious with Acord, Gibson, and Shaline coming up, what that looks like for him and what adjustments we make. But Wildcats back up. They're still hanging on that lead, 5-4, as we move to the bottom of 4. It's going to be up to Cooper Frazee to see if he can toe the line. Nice little conversation here. I like this with Coach Mounts and the bunch.
Right, bring them together. Hey, have the energy. There's no sense in leaving anything out on the field. We were diving bodies, everything. So
just don't look, stay loose, play the game, don't get tight.
Right. Hey, this is a game after all, so.
Hey, so right now, if you're Coach Mounts and we're looking at the pitching situation, are we just going to go ahead with Cooper until his arm falls off, or what's it going to take for there to be, what are we looking for in terms of?
I think so, unless he just gets let up here.
Okay.
If he doesn't, I think he's going to go as far as he can go.
Right. I mean, if there's a situation, if they should start peppering the ball, see him third and fourth time around, and I think you have to make a change.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking Cooper's just getting stronger and stronger, so I think if that holds on, you're going to ride him as long as you can.
Even if he gives up a couple of runs, I still think you got to leave him in there. Cooper's going to compete.
And this isn't so much about the lack of trust of a Parker Atkinson or a Derek Shaline. This is more about, hey, he's been that guy. We talked about it. This is his 4th year playing in state, pitching at state. Let the guy do his thing.
Yep.
So Connor Casey, the left fielder.
Well, you love what he did last inning. Sorry, Mike, I cut you off there.
Oh, no, you're all right. So Connor Casey bunted his first time up. He'll have that a foul ball right side.
That was a great bunt by Casey.
So the 9-hole hitter, he's going to just stay compact and drive this into center
Another
field.
curveball.
A ball that
Put
we
in the
leave over the
outfield.
plate just a little bit too much. So
Well struck ball, nice smooth stroke. Sat on the was that a curveball? Sat on that
definitely
curve.
a curveball, slider curveball. That they've done a good job hitting that today. Got to give them credit.
So that'll bring the top of the order up for the Oktaha Tigers.
Hey, if we can get a ground ball here, nobody's hurt.
Cale Testerman to the plate. Doubled and flied out to the right fielder. So Testerman, kind of more of that, most of these kids on Oktaha are huge. He's just a stocky kid from that right side.
Good start.
There you go. Cooper with a fastball on the outer half gets the called strike.
Now, good start there by Cooper on that one against Testerman. Casey, it looks like he may have a little bit of speed here. Let's see if Wildcats will continue to take a look here. Really not a lot of attempts at stolen bases today.
He was thinking the same way you were. Pickoff attempt at first. Hard tag there by Derek, but runner back.
I love Derek. That's the what did we talk about? That's the Joey Wilson school of tagging.
It is the Joey Wilson special there. So you're going to get stitches through the glove.
That's right. If you're not wearing A2000 on your skin, you haven't been tagged by. Ooh, you got that one, a little uppercut on that one.
Right.
Oh, goodness. And that's the way it goes. We talk about baseball. There's parts of the game that may seem, if you're watching for the first time, like, well, why would he do that? But in that situation, again, that's part of the game.
Well, it's going on at home plate, too, with the gamesmanship. Cooper's trying to get in the rhythm and work quick, and they're not letting him.
Here's the 0-1. There's going to be a bunt attempt. They're going to bunt through that for strike 2.
Yeah, absolutely shocked we didn't see that earlier. I swear, with Casey on first base, I thought we would have seen that right from the get-go on that first pitch there for Testerman, the center fielder. Again, the bunt attempts have not been pretty outside of Casey here today for either team.
So 0-2 currently. We'll see what Frazee does with 2 strikes.
I think this ball's up and out in case the guy's going. I mean, it's an off-speed pitch, probably.
Right.
Good time to go.
Testerman will.
Good time to go. Probably a good time to pitch out as well.
Right. Testerman asks for time, gets out of the box. He's back in now, and here's the 0-2. And like you talked, up and out. This will be ball 1. So Casey at first, medium lead. Middle infield pinched in a bit. There's another pickoff attempt at first. Casey back.
No wind at all.
None at all.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have cloudy skies the balance of the day. There's weather in the southwest part of the state. I don't think it's going to be a factor, but it sure has cooled things off.
So Cooper Frazee gets set. And the 1-2. There's a curveball, and it's just going to be fouled off right side. It's going to go into the parking lot. Just tagged lightly, a little kiss on the front end of the car.
Well, got to give credit again. Battling here. The Tigers have done a great job of running that pitch count up. They're making Cooper earn every single thing that he gets.
So he stares in, comes set, and the kick. There's a fastball away, just off the plate. So 2-2 strike. I like the location of that pitch.
Oh, it's a fantastic spot. Absolutely.
Yeah, because it was a strike. That ball's a strike, guys.
A little low, a little way. It's right at the knees on the corner,
I think he's been
corner.
pretty good today, but he definitely missed that one.
So 2-2. There's the curveball that stays up. So that'll make this a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Big pitch right here.
Really
Captain
really
Obvious, I know, but where we are in the game here, bottom of 4, Wildcats hanging on to a 1-run lead. No outs. Runner at first.
Dangerous part of the lineup for Oktaha.
Yep.
So Cooper takes a look in at the sign, and Testerman will ask for time again, and he'll get it. Cooper does not. They finally going to release off of the rubber.
How fun is this, guys?
It is awesome. I mean, you got to remember where we're at, and this is pretty intense stuff right here. So there's a pickoff attempt at first, runner back. So, hey, I appreciate calling it with you guys. This is awesome. Just talking a little baseball and enjoying
I'm glad
the
I
show.
could be here. I didn't think I'll be honest with you, I was hoping I wasn't going to be here, part of me, because Gavin was playing in their conference tournament, and we had to win yesterday to keep playing. And
3-2 pitch is going to be low inside, so that'll put runners on first and second. Nobody out, and that will bring up Maddox Edwards. Edwards on the day, doubled and walked.
Yeah, that's pretty significant. You mentioned it, Mike, here again. 2, 3, 4 coming up with no outs.
So Coach Roden giving his signs over at third base.
Are we going to see a bunt here?
I'd be very surprised if you don't.
So,
Yep.
so
Nobody covering first, right? I mean, obviously everyone's up.
right
Yeah,
there,
no need to hold it first. That's good. But they're bunting.
and they are going to show bunt. It's going to be down for ball 1. They're going to pull back. So Brody Nichols even at third base.
I don't think he pulled back, but that was nice.
No, I think they're bunting, clearly.
So Cooper's pretty spry off the mound generally, so.
I don't see Kyle. Kyle probably needs to move a little bit closer to first.
I'd like to see Cooper get this one in on his
We'll
hands.
show bunt, and they will pull that back, and it'll be ball 2 as that pitch is up. So the Oktaha student section, as the middle grandstands are split between Cashion student section and Oktaha student section. They're up cheering loud. And the 2-0, they'll show bunt again. He will lay the bunt down. It's a beautiful bunt third base side. There's really nothing you could do with that at all.
Give him credit.
Brody's got to stay there at the
The
bag.
pitcher has to cover there.
Right.
Third baseman's got to stay home because you got a guy coming. Because if it's bunted back to the pitcher, you want to get that lead runner, so he's got to stay home.
Just a perfect bunt.
It really
it's a perfect bunt.
Big situation in a state title game. You got to tip the cap to Maddox Edwards on a fantastic bunt down that side, getting the bases loaded.
I mean, he puts that down the line. Cooper's got to go, 45 feet to just go track that down.
Yeah.
His only option was third, and you didn't even have that. So
Well, we just got to be careful with the wheels.
that's going to bring a trip to the mound from Coach
We've been
Jay.
good in the situation, though. I mean, yesterday.
Right, yesterday,
How
right.
many times did this? I don't know that it happened with. Well, actually, I do remember one time with no outs. It seemed like it was going to be a pretty tough hill to climb, but we figured out a way.
Hey, in those situations like that, I mean, is there ever a situation where, you've got a runner at second, of course, you want to cover third on a bunt, Is there any situation where you still bring your third baseman up
Sure,
and
you
your
can.
first base, both corners up?
And I think a lot of it depends on the kid, if he's a lefty or righty. I mean, especially lefties, they fall off to that side. It's a natural play. A little bit tougher for Cooper because he falls off to the left side. But if you bunt it back to the pitcher, you got to go to third and get the lead runner if you can. Either way, you got to get an out. But with a bunt like that,
It's hard. I mean, if that ball is
it's a perfect bunt.
4 feet over this side,
Yeah.
or maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Cooper wheels and throws to third, and you might get the lead. But
Well,
you got to
even
have
if-
somebody at the bag to make that happen. So.
Even if third base is crashing there, which we weren't, and you were defending it that way, I still don't think he's making that play. The bunt was too good.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like Derek Shaline is going to come to the hill. So a little over the top sidearm action. Senior coming to the hill. Cooper Frazee is going to be done for the day.
Potentially.
Potentially, he could come back in. He's going to stay in the ballgame. Give you some stats on Cooper. 84 pitches through 3
How many?
innings. 84 through 3 innings, and what had happened here in the fourth. You don't have an out recorded, so through 3 innings.
So he has 36 pitches left, potentially.
What's that? Is that your math? Yes, that is correct math.
Yeah.
Yes, 36 pitches left. Looks like he threw 47 strikes, 37 balls, 8 hits, 4 runs. They're all earned. 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. So we will bring Shaline in. Make some changes in Game Changer. It looks like Brody Nichols is going to go to first base. In the infield, looks like we'll figure it out. It looks like Chance is probably going to stay at short, and Cooper Frazee is going to go to third.
Sorry, Mike.
You're good. You're good. So that's how we're going to keep it for this point. Hey, to give you some numbers on Shaline, he's pitched 26 innings. This will be the 11th game that he will have played. In his previous 10, he started 3 games. He is 3-1 as he took a loss in a different game. 22 hits. He does have 25 strikeouts against 10 walks, a 3.23 ERA, and opponent batting average of 229. So.
And this is the biggest inning out of all those. Right?
So it is.
It's
It's
the
huge
biggest
right here.
inning,
It's
so-
huge right here.
But it's a good change. Get the little bit more off speed versus Cooper's velo.
So after the warm-up pitches are done, Kellen Smith will come out and talk to Derek Shaline. So there is that change. Cooper Frazee is going to be your shortstop.
Yeah, it looks like we're
Takeworth's gonna
choosing to
go
bring
third.
everybody
That
in
makes
instead
more
of play
sense.
for the double play.
Duh.
It worked out good yesterday.
It works out good all the time.
Well, what I'm saying is that everybody's in instead of playing for
absolutely.
the double play.
Absolutely.
You get the first out, then you maybe go back.
Absolutely. Let's deja vu. Let's do it, as the French
exactly
say.
like yesterday. Hopefully we have the same outcome.
Yes, what I'm saying. Deja vu.
So first pitch, sidearm delivery. This ball will be inside for ball 1. Infield playing at the grass. So
Everybody up.
playing for the
It's a
play at the
party.
plate.
It's a party in the infield.
Outfield is pretty much same depth they were before. Derek comes set. And the pitch.
Boom.
That'll be a called strike with the sweeping, we call it changeup, I guess, right there.
Froze him, Mike. It froze him. Ledford was frozen.
So a little bit of change of speed here for sure.
Oh, no, just everything's different. Arm slot, velo, everything.
And over the top there. That will get Ledford to swing and miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Would you say this is the antithesis of Cooper Frazee, the complete opposite?
It is pretty
Yeah, that's
pretty
what I'm
terms of
saying.
slot.
Yeah, everything's different.
Arm
Here's the
positioning.
1-2. Oh, that's going to be a hit by pitch. It's going to hit him in the knee as that ball sweeps in on the left-handed batter. That's unfortunate. That's going to tie this ball game at 5. So bases loaded, still no outs here in the inning.
Yeah, these guys aren't going to give you anything. I mean,
And that'll bring up Hamilton, the current catcher. Big kid again from the left side.
Yeah, Hamilton's going to take about 20 and a half years to get himself situated. A little bit faster there, so good work there, Hamilton. Appreciate that.
Comes set. And the over-the-top delivery. Oh, it's going to be a ball that's roped into center field. That's going to Max Higdon. 1 run's going to score. Max goes to the plate. They're going to put the brakes on. And that's going to score 1 run. So Oktaha Tigers are going to take a 6-5 lead here with no outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Hamilton absolutely just sat on that and just drove it, sat back and drove it. Well done there by the, I guess by the catcher now. And good job there. I think Higdon was in that. No, it was in that in-between zone. Do I run and dive?
Right.
No.
But he made the right choice with bases loaded.
Yeah.
Keep it in front. Made a great throw to home to hold the runner at 3, just to allow just 1 RBI there to Hamilton.
Yeah, that's good decision by Max.
So that will bring up Christensen, the 5-hole hitter, 1 for 2 on the day.
It's going to take a lot of mental toughness here by Derek, coming in bases loaded with no outs. But he's the right guy for the right situation. Just need to get out ahead.
So sidearm delivery there, sweeps across for a ball. So with that arm dangling, he'll look in, he'll get his sign. He'll come set. And the over the top is a curveball that misses. So 2-0 currently to Christensen. Sorry, Christian. So just got to fill it up here. Let your defense work.
It's been feast or famine for Oktaha, right? In this game, right?
Right.
We've either knocked them down or they've done a lot of work. See if we can hold them here. Again, 16 hits total in the game between both squads.
There'll be a over-the-top delivery. It's going to be fouled off right side. Man, I can see Derek wiping his face every single pitch. It's humid out here. He's a sweater. So
yeah, Dirk had talked about the overcast, the clouds, but it is absolutely sticky, icky. Might as well be in New Orleans right now having a hurricane.
I mean, there's a little breeze up here, but look at the flag. I mean,
right.
Yeah, and they're
Flag
covered up
straight
quite a
down.
bit there on the field. Barely any breeze out there on the flag. Big pitch here. Let's go, Derek.
2 balls, 1 strike. And the delivery over the top. He just kind of lobs that one in there, making sure he throws a strike, and that'll get fouled off.
I love it.
So a little change of speed.
I absolutely love it. I think that's perfect.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Again, any play, any bag right now, obviously any hit in the infield's got to come home to Kellen Smith. Everyone's rolled up on the cut, on the inside cut of the dirt and the grass in the infield. Get that lead runner, get the force at home, don't allow the score to happen.
And the sidearm delivery across the plate will be outside for ball 3, so that'll make it a full count. So looking,
I know you were looking to see if Parker was warming up.
Parker is warming up in the bullpen over there. So Parker Atkinson in the bullpen for the Wildcats.
Absolute packed house here today in Shawnee.
So 3-2 pitch. This will be fouled off right side, gonna run out of room.
A good hustle there by Brody Nichols at first base. Brody relocating from third to first with the move to Derek to the mound. Looks like we've got the Washington Warriors piling in as well. So game 2 here will be the Class 3A state title with the Warriors versus the
Perry Maroons.
Perry Maroons. That's right. You were just talking about
I'm
earlier.
looking for that hamburger.
I know, it does smell good.
That's incredible.
It does smell good. You know, they didn't share their sandwiches and pizza with us in the press box, so it's probably better we're down here anyway.
So here's the 3-2 pitch again from Shaline.
Let's go, Derek.
They'll go over the top.
That's
this ball's
it.
going to be popped up. Carson Gump's going to come in. No, Max Higdon's going to call it. He's going to make the catch. They are going to tag. This throw's going to come in, and it's going to be cut off.
Good job.
So great job there, inducing the fly ball.
And
All
that
runners
is
stay.
what you need, Mike.
Right.
That's what we need. We don't have to get 95-mile-per-hour fastball strikeouts every single time. That's the type of play that you need because that holds the runner, Max Higdon, with an absolute cannon in center field, holding the runner at 3. Great cutoff there by Brody Nichols, who came all the way across the diamond, as he should, on that cutoff. So 1 out. Let's see if we can keep it going.
1 out. That'll bring Nick Tolbert, tall left-handed hitter, coming up. He's walked and struck out swinging. Bases loaded, 1 out.
God, that was a tough out to get. That just felt so difficult. But we got it.
And over the top delivery will be a called strike at the knees.
Love it.
Yeah, if you'll notice, the defense is a little different. Corners are in for the play at home, but now we can roll a double play here if we get something hit up the middle.
Yep. Thank you, Dirk, for that call out. That's exactly right. That's why we have you up here, brother.
So in the 0-1 sidearm delivery, that'll be low. Kellen Smith will cover that up. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here.
And again, give credit to Coach Roden and the squad. The batters have been extremely patient, trying to pick what they want.
I love Derek just competing. He's been here before too.
And the 1-1 pitch over the top. That'll get a swing and a miss from Tolbert. So 2 strikes on the batter.
It's like going from an underhand pitching machine to the old one-arm drawing.
Right.
You know, it's like, what's coming?
The delivery can't figure it out. What's going to happen? Is it fastball? Is it cut?
And none of them are coming more than 75, but
Right.
you don't know where they're coming from.
So Derek comes set on the 1-2 delivery, sidearm down low, and that's going to go lace down the right field line. It's going to stay in. That ball's going to cut into the corner. 1 run scores, 2 runs scores. The ball's going to come in, and 3 runs are going to score for the Oktaha Tigers on the 1-2 pitch. It's a line drive down the line. Ouch. That's going to go for a double for Tolbert.
Again, not necessarily the greatest spot to be put in. Bases loaded, no outs. Yeoman's work. Derek was able to get that one out, but we talked about this. Dirk, we talked about it. This is Oktaha. They play baseball. They're good, well coached. They can hit.
They can hit.
And so,
But we got 9 outs. We got to get out of this inning. We got 9 outs left.
So runner on second here, 1 out, 9-5 ball game. Derek will look at the runner on second, and here he'll deliver to the plate. They'll show bunt and pull back on the ball. I mean, how many of these hits with 2 strikes? I mean, crazy.
they've done well. Patient. They've been very disciplined. I think that was the word that Dirk used earlier.
Yeah, that's excellent approaches at the plate.
And they're playing for something too. They're trying to get their first
They've been
title.
Here, what is it? They're fifth. They've been here how many times and not won it?
They'll show bunt. Derek will field
Spin it
this.
out.
No, that's going to go to third, and that's not the play. You need outs here. We throw to third. The runner is safe. So that's usually, a call that usually comes from the catcher. Where are we going with that? I don't know if Derek made the call on his own or not.
I don't think we had to play first.
I think you got to go
we
first.
didn't.
You
He
have
was
to
deep
go
in the
first.
hole.
No, that's instinct. That's
we were
muscle
crashing.
memory.
I think that's the only play we had.
You think Derek thought there may have been bases loaded?
I don't.
He's
Or
probably-
had another runner on?
Maybe.
Had
maybe.
a force at 3?
Yeah, I guess it's possible. But yeah, the tag was, that ball was going to have to be literally sliding in on the glove.
Yeah,
So.
I think he was doing what the catcher was telling him to do. I mean, Derek can't see the field though.
So 1 out here, runners on the corners.
And
in this
I'm
ball
not,
game.
guys. I'm not saying it was catcher's fault.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying
We don't even know if
that
anything
was
was said. Right.
That wasn't
Yeah.
a play at first.
I think what probably happened is that maybe there was a misunderstanding. I think Derek knows to go to 1 on that one. I just thought.
Yeah, but
he may-
I think our catcher was saw that's not a play. Go 3, and just that's all that
The
was
runner's
there.
going to go on this. It's going to be cut. Oh, but the cut is going to go away from Kyle Yao as the throw bounces, and that's going to allow yet another run to score for Oktaha and allow the runner that was at first to move all the way over to third
So
base.
that throw needs to be up in Kyle's glove on that 1-3 cut. That has to be there. That one was missed. It was low, went under his glove in the grass, lost, and that's unfortunate. And it's 10-5 now. That's a big 6 spot here with just 1 out still. Just a absolute epic inning here for the Oktaha Tigers.
I mean, I put that on the catcher for the low. For
Yeah,
the one,
no, that's
one hop
it
throw,
had to
so.
have been, Mike. It was a 1-3. It was a first and third cut. It was a first and third play. That had to come up to Kyle in his glove.
So runner on third here, 1 out. 6 runs have
Good
scored
pitch.
this inning for the Oktaha Tigers.
I feel like that's the only run we've given them. Everything else, I feel like they've earned.
Yeah,
them.
no,
It's
right,
like, oh, well.
No, absolutely. Those 3 runs on that that double down the line, absolutely. Everything else has been well-struck balls.
So 1-1 count. There's the sidearm. That's going to be fouled off left side. So 6 runs here in the 4th. 11 hits for the Oktaha Tigers. So anytime you have 11 hits through 4 innings, you're earning something. So 1-2 for the DH, Canyon Elam. takes a little bit of time. He'll ask to step out of the box and is granted that. So Derek will come set. And the sidearm delivery. That'll get Elam way out in front, and that'll be a strikeout for Derek Shalon.
Yeah, great job, Derek. You know what? We talked about mental toughness after giving up that hit, and then the throw down to first and third on the cut that was missed, coming back and getting the K. That's what we come to expect and know about Derek Shalon. Fantastic senior, phenomenal player. So let's see what he can do here with 2 outs here. Hopefully, kind of stop the bleeding. As our guy is that Casey that's up the bat again.
Casey. So Casey sacrificed and then had that real compact swing and the line drive to center field. So 1 for 1 on the day with the sacrifice. There's the sidearm delivery that's going to be on the outer half for a called ball. So runner at third, 2 outs here. Just trying to get back into the dugout. And the 1-1 over the top. That'll paint it will miss the outer half for a 2-0.
I don't feel like he's missed much, but that's a missed call.
Right, I thought that was a pretty
I feel
good
like he's
pitch
been
right
pretty
there.
good, but that's a miss.
And here's the 2-0 over the top. This one will be up and in to set up 3-0. You do have first base available, so not the end of the world here, but unfortunately it's the top of the order coming up in the on-deck circle. So just one pitch at a time here. There's the over the top. That'll be a called strike.
Nice work by Derek. Derek's another kid that continues to get stronger as he pitches more and more. Kind of get to those first 20 pitches or so.
Right. This ball will be, just a little bit up. That's going to be ball 4. So that'll put runners on the corners again with 2 outs. And Cooper Frazie's going to do a good job as a senior, serving, honestly, as a captain of this baseball team for a long time. Going to come in and talk to Derek Shalon on the mound. Cooper's seen, the top of this order quite a few times, so leading some advice about what they like, what they don't like. So that'll bring Testerman back to the plate. Testerman on the day, a double, flight out to right and walked. So he'll, after a conversation with his coaches, he'll step in the box. Kellen Smith will give his first to third signals. So Brody Nichols holding the runner at first base. Testerman gets back in the box. Derek looks in. Slow to get the sign, gets it, comes set. There's a pickoff attempt at first.
Good work. Good work. I like that. I always appreciate pitchers that are active and engaged in the game and what's going on. I think it's helpful to make those throws.
For sure. So Derek, once again, getting a new sign. Looking over at first. He comes set. And the sidearm delivery. This will be a ball that's going to get past Brody Nichols in between first and second on the dive. There, it's going to allow Casey to go first to third. And that'll be a single, and that will score yet another Oktaha Tiger. So hard ground ball, just kind of a screamer past the first baseman.
Yeah. They're in double play position there. Second baseman's over a little bit.
Do y'all get the feeling that Oktaha's a really good baseball team?
Yes, they are.
They can hit.
Hey, they hit a lot in the fall.
Yeah.
Hey, don't even get me started on that.
Thanks, Mike.
I'm going to go. We're going to go ahead and give ourselves the fourth straight 2A state title in baseball for those that don't play year-round and play 2 seasons. But no, Oktaha, fantastic team. Really impressed. Really impressed with them and
Mike,
what
do you
they've
have their
done
numbers by chance?
Do what?
Do you have their numbers by chance? Just their season?
Their season, 31-3.
What about? No, I mean like their averages.
Their stats, I don't. They had their stats.
Oh wait, Mike,
off,
I'm surprised. Like this guy's a walking stat.
He's got it all.
But he doesn't have their stats.
Hey, technology, man, technology. Leave him alone. He's been doing great.
He's gonna. You know what? Give him about 30 seconds, and he's gonna have it pulled up.
So we do have a pitching change as Coach Jay comes to the mound. Parker Atkinson will come into the game.
What does he got left, Mike? He's got it full.
Oh, he's
120, right? 120.
Yeah, he's got 120 he can go. So.
Yeah.
So we'll see where the other defensive alignments are. We'll give you the rundown on Parker Atkinson. Pitched 29 in the third innings. This will be his 10th game that he will have played. He started 5, but he actually has a 6-0 record, even though he started 5 games. Giving up 22 hits, 15 runs, 10 of those runs earned. Has 35 strikeouts against 14 walks. Does carry a 2.39 ERA. Strikes batters out 28% of the time with an opponent batting average of 216. So Parker Atkinson seeing his first action here in the state tournament. So numbers on Derek, he pitches 2/3 of an inning. Faced 8 batters, 28 pitches, I can't spit it out, 16 strikes, 12 balls, 3 hits, gave up 4 runs. They were all earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit by pitch. So here we go, boys. Well, it's 11-5. You can't, you got to get out of this inning, but then you don't get them all back at once. Hey, it's a 7-inning ball game. So
we need to end the damage here. I mean, they're still first and third here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We need to end the damage here, and we got 9 outs to work with.
So far this year, we've seen 6 major arms. This will be the 6th of those arms that we will have seen here in the state tournament. So.
Yeah, and it's good to see Parker. Parker is senior this year.
For sure. Hasn't
been able to get in the 2 previous games, so it's great to see Parker, who's been fantastic the last 2 years. Parker, who's been played in right field, center field, who's come in DH. Obviously, he's pitched, played a little bit of first base, third base for the Wildcats. It's great that Coach Mounts is, putting the trust in another senior here, number 5, to come in and play and try to make a difference with this team.
Okay, I'm trying to look at the defensive line. It looks like Derek Shalina is going to go back to first base.
Kyle's in right field.
Kyle was in right field, so.
And it looks like, I guess they're going to move Riker into, so they're going to pull Gump. So they're going to put Riker Johnson in left field.
Okay, so Riker Johnson left, Max Higdon in center.
I guess that's all about offense, Mike, because there's not a better outfielder than Carson Gump, in my opinion.
For
I know
sure.
Max Higdon's there, but Carson's phenomenal in left field, so that has to do with the bat, I guess, in terms of Riker being able to draw walks and get on base.
So Brody Nichols to second. So we'll give you after this first pitch, we'll give you the full defensive alignment in the infield as well. So Parker Atkinson throws his first pitch. It'll be down. Runner takes off. They'll cut that throw. So that'll go down as a stolen base for Testerman.
Well, that's where I would prefer to have the defensive indifference, Mike.
That's where you want the defensive.
I don't want them to have any stats.
Okay. So Parker Atkinson on the hill, Kellen Smith behind the plate, Derek Shaline at first, Brody Nichols at second, Cooper Frazee at short, and Chance Acord at third.
Just get the out here, Parker. Let's go.
This will be ball 2 down and away.
Parker's got to get warmed up. Again, like I said, this is his first, he hadn't had a chance to come in until today, in these last 3 days. And so here he is in the bottom of 4. He's got to get a little some of his jitters out as well. So all these other boys have been able to come in and play. So he's got to give him his time, and there it is. Got to give him his time to figure that out.
On the outer half there, so.
You know what I'm saying? You guys follow me?
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
Spot on.
So 2-1 currently to Maddox Edwards. The kick in the pitch. That ball's going to be a ground ball. That's going to go to Cooper Frazee. And the runner, no, we're going to have some interference. We're going to have interference on the runner coming across. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning as it hits him and bounces up and gets away from Cooper Frazee. So, yes, they will call interference on the runner coming across from 2nd to 3rd.
Well, he was obviously trying to do that, but he wasn't trying to get hit.
He wasn't trying to get hit, yeah. But yes,
thank you very much.
We'll take it. Yeah, that one just doesn't get past Cooper like that. So
yeah, I mean, we don't have to field it and throw it, right? It's like we're done. Thank you. Let's go hit.
So we'll say ball in play. This is a hard ground ball. It doesn't give a choice, as you guys can see here. So we're just going to go out at first and be done with it, I think. So.
Well, that's a tough one, giving up 7. But anyway, the Wildcats have scored 2 and 1. They've scored 3 and 3. Parker Atson coming in. Cooper Frazee, good work. It was Derek Schlein putting in a massive jam with no outs, bases loaded. Try to work through that. Several scores run, obviously 7 in that inning, but. As you guys said, you eat an elephant one bite at a time, right? Here's a situation. Hopefully Parker can be your guy, can settle down, get the outs that we need, and maybe get onesie, twosies, maybe 3 runs here as we move forward and try to hold them and try to get back in this. I'm hoping, let's say if we can get 2 or 3 back here, 11-8, I'll take it.
Right, for sure. So far through 4 innings, 5 runs for the Cashion Wildcats on 7 hits, 1 error. The Oktaha Tigers, 11 runs on 13 hits and no errors. So
that's what I'm saying. We haven't, except for the 1 run, we really haven't given them much. I mean, have we pitched it great? Not necessarily.
We need to catch a break. How about that?
Yeah,
Sometimes you make your own breaks, right?
It's our turn to catch a break. But what you said's, yeah. I mean, we got 9 outs. Just no need to try to climb the mountain here in 1 inning. I mean, that would be wonderful, but
I'd take it. I'd be cheering. I'd be breaking some speakers.
Yeah, get up bats, base runners.
I'd be breaking
make something happen.
Well, appreciate you guys joining us here again on Cashion Wildcats TV, powered by Squirtle. Again, appreciate all of our fantastic sponsors. Mike has done a great job for us. All of our baseball-specific sponsors as well that have created this opportunity for us to be traveling. Again, big shout out before we forget to folks like Coach Shackelford and Coach Hardaway, our Squirtle sponsors, Adam Dieselhorst at the main office out there in Enid. Again, so blessed to be bringing you all of this great action, and hopefully what's going to be a great comeback here for the Cashion Wildcats in the 2024 state title game.
Well, to start off that comeback, Chance Acord steps into the box. And Chance is going to foul this one right side. Still on the hill for the Oktaha Tigers is Darren Ledford.
Looked like Chance kind of slowed down his swing a little bit on that. It felt like he could have probably stayed ahead on that one and probably smacked that one. But
I think he got folded a little bit with the changeup.
So Chance on the day singled in the first and walked in his second at bat. So he'll look at ball 1 there. So 1-1. This will be for a big kid, it's hard to throw the ball
it's impossible. I'm like, you're physically wanting to see something go 95 miles per hour down the mound, and it's not.
So 2-1, and Chance will lift this ball into right field. Right fielder will come over, and he will make that catch.
That's for you. That's yours.
That's yours.
Where'd it come from?
Thank you.
Yeah, they didn't have it on when you guys handed me this.
Come off somewhere.
It must have come off earlier.
It did. I told you, Mike. I was saying, where's the little cushy thing for the end of the mic?
Yeah, a little cushy.
There it was, just hanging out in the. That keeps the static and all the extra business out.
Yeah,
and then your spittle.
The extra business to my left.
Yeah. Well, no. And when you eat barbecue, or hamburgers, or we used to get the ketchup all over the mic.
Mustard all over.
So after the fly out, with 1 out here in the inning, Hunter Gibson will step in. He'll look at ball 1. Hunter on the day, he came through with a nice single last time to center field.
Oh.
He will pop this one up, fly ball to right field. Right fielder will come over and he will make that catch. So that'll bring Derek Schlein to the plate.
Yeah, again, a nice smooth stroke. The guys are taking a little bit off. I think what's happening is they're matching the speed of the pitcher, and they're slowing down too much.
Well, he's deceptive, guys. I mean, he's ramped up the velocity still on a very slow mechanics.
So Derek
he's
will look
got good
at
stuff.
Breaking ball on the outer half as he waited. It'll be a called strike. And here's the 0-1. This will be upstairs for ball 1. Derek will get in there eagerly at the plate and the pitch. He's going to hit a line drive right to the third baseman. Nice smooth swing, hit it on the screws, right at somebody.
You talk about those situations when it's not your day. That's the epitome of that. That's unfortunate. It's a well-struck ball by Derek. Third baseman moves a millimeter to his left, and it's right into his glove, right chin high. And the 2-out rally is squashed.
Well, 3 good at-bats, just
Right.
Yeah.
hit the ball right at him.
So we will we'll have to do all this in the 6th and the 7th inning if we're going to make it happen. So we're just making it a little more exciting if it's going to occur. So
Anything can happen, right? I mean,
Right.
we're still, even though the kid pitching looks like he's 27 and drives a diesel truck,
They got all theirs in 1 inning.
the idea is that
Right.
anything can happen. Young kids are out there.
right.
They got 7 in 1 inning. We can do the
Yep.
same. We just-
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So Parker Atkinson still on the hill after he was able to come in and do his job and induce
Yes.
a out, no matter how it happens. So I think, and honestly, that runner came across that ball and got hit by it. But I think Cooper Frazee was on it. He was going to make that play and throw across the diamond anyways.
I think there was enough potentially where if Cooper had to slow down, right, even with the contact, if it impeded his progress, his actual physical progress towards the ball, I thought that was a great play. I thought it was a
sure.
great call that was made. Well, hey, you know what? It started with defense. It's going to have to end with defense. Wildcats, if you're here, if you got a chance, stand on up, cheer on your team.
Right. So looks like the warm-ups are about to conclude here in the bottom of the 5th as Parker's throwing his warm-up pitches. You will see for the Oktaha Tigers 3, 4, 5 in their batting order here in the bottom of the 5th. So throw down from Kellen Smith during warm-ups. So here we go as the current pitcher, Darren Ledford, will come to the plate.
Yeah. Hey, listen, 5 runs should be enough runs to win a state title. So
Right.
you have to give credit to Oktaha and their bats and
Oh,
what
for
they've
sure.
done here, taking care of business. The Wildcat defense is going to have to make it happen right here, and starts with Parker Atkinson, the senior right-hander on the mound.
So Ledford coming to the plate, singled in his first 2 at-bats, and it was hit by pitch in his 3rd at-bat. So the 4th time coming up, he's going to foul this
Yeah,
one
it's
back.
good
to the
start.
screen.
A good start by Parker. Yeah, I appreciated getting to know Parker over the last couple of years, and
Smart kid.
smart kid. He's quiet and thoughtful. It's always nice to get him to crack a smile every so often with a joke here and there. But he during the senior team dinner came over. He still has that video where I was talking about how he was a big barrel-chested kid.
Right, I saw that.
He was giving me a hard time. He called me fat, Mr. Nababi. I said, absolutely not. I'm calling you a big boy.
So no. Parker's going to feed this for a called strike on the outer half 0-2. Hey, Parker, smart kid. There are, of this senior class, of the 6 seniors that play, 3 of them are going to be valedictorians in this class. So awesome stuff in Cooper Frazee, Derek Shaline, and Parker Atkinson.
You said he's going over to Connors.
Do what?
He's going to Connors.
Yep, so
Yep.
just to let everybody
With
know,
Derek.
Parker Atkinson and Derek Shaline have
Yep.
shooting scholarships to Connors
Yeah,
State.
that's awesome.
So
You know what's nice about the shooting scholarship?
what's that?
You're not running.
Oh, there's a
You're not
crush
running
job to
foul
center
poles.
field. But Max Higdon's going to go back. That's probably the deepest ball we've seen hit here in the state tournament with
Yeah,
Max
that's-
Higdon on it.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, well done by Max. Great hip work. Left, right, shuffling back. Make a couple coaches proud with that. Came up and under and was able to make that grab. But yeah, definitely deep. Wind's picked up a little, still blowing. It looks like a little out into left field.
I feel like the wind shifted from the west to
Yeah.
the south, maybe.
Yes, now south. Yeah, sure.
So that'll bring up the current catcher in Hamilton, Dallas Hamilton. He struck out looking walk and singled to center field. Definitely Hamilton with that little coil.
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid.
So he'll step in the box from the left side. I mean, this kid, if Oktaha played football, he'd definitely be
No
on
doubt.
the team.
He's a middle
He's gonna
linebacker.
Hit a hard ground ball to Brody Nichols, and that one on the second hop is going to eat him up. And that's going to go out to right field, so that'll be an error there.
Yeah, well struck ball,
Oh,
right?
was.
You guys talked about it. I mean, again, Hamilton is a specimen running out there. Absolutely well struck. I still feel like Brody
Got a
needed to
tough
come
hop.
up.
He got a tough hop, too.
He got,
It was up.
but if he gets it on the first one, I think he has a
no, I
chance
agree.
on that.
Yeah, I think you let him play him a little bit.
Yeah, he still felt like I needed to come forward on that one, and
That's
you're
tough
right.
when the
You
ball's
don't
hit
want to
that-
allow the
yeah.
hop to play you. You want to play the hop.
Yeah.
But tough ball. It was well
Yeah, the
struck.
ball's hit hard, so he's trying to decide, do I come
And
or not?
I'm guessing Hamilton will be looking to maybe get an extra base here. Let's see what happens. Decent lead. Good
So
pitch.
there's a breaking ball
I'd
there
like
for
to see
Parker
another ball
Atkinson.
hit back to
That'll fall
Brody
through.
that hard. We'll roll 2 pretty easy.
Sorry, guys, I'm being talked over. Sometimes it's hard to hear, so I apologize.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
I've been doing
face this way.
I've been intentionally talking
I
over
leave my
Nima,
ear
but not
open.
you,
You
Mike.
see that? You leave my ear open.
So 0-1 here. Runner takes off. This will be a line drive or a fly ball. It's going into the gap. Oh, but it's going to go off the glove of Kyle Yao. Max Higdon will corral that. That'll end up being a double for Christian. There was a chance on there. If Kyle Yao makes that catch and it went off his glove, he might be able to double off the runner at first base, but that's going to go down for a double off the glove of Kyle Yao there in right field.
Got to love the effort, though.
Yeah, excellent effort. I mean, we hit our spots in that ladder game. It looks like Oktaha is hitting their spots. That was well struck. Absolute power mash in the right center. Great effort by both the center fielder and the right fielder to converge Higdon and Yao, but just off. And again, runners at second and third. Wildcats need to kind of bow up a little bit here.
So with one out and runners at second and third, the infield's going to come in.
Yeah, everybody's in.
So Tolbert to the plate, and he'll see a first pitch strike.
Ready, first base.
So yeah, Tolbert last time had the big double that scored 3 runs, so laced it down the right side. He'll actually foul this straight back on to set up 0-2 here.
Again, this is where you want someone like Parker, a senior, calm, cool, and collected, coming through. Getting out ahead here, 0-2. Try to get that second out.
So Parker comes set, and the 0-2 delivery. They're going to swing and a miss from Tolbert. So great job by Parker Atkinson getting his first strikeout.
Big out.
Hey, Mike, just to put this out there, any thought process of not bringing Parker in right after Cooper or starting Parker today? Any thoughts on that?
I think he's got excellent stuff. I mean, it's a coach's call, and I don't think there's a bad decision, but yeah, I like Cooper's stuff, or Parker's stuff for sure. Yeah. So,
I think he was trying to just go off speed from Cooper, give them a completely different look.
oh, this is the first pitch is going to be popped up. Brody Nichols is going to come over, and that ball is actually going to find its way down. I can't tell on the other side of the press box what happened. It's going to score 2 runs for Oktaha. I'm going to call it a single one because I can't see.
Yeah.
Again, just like hits before, just hitting spots that are just out of millimeters reach out of the Wildcats.
And that's going to plate 2, so that's going to make it a 13-5 ball game and 16 hits for the Oktaha Tigers. So runner on first, 2 outs here. The DH Elam back to the plate. He's going to look at a ball upstairs. So that would make it 9 straight runs for the Oktaha Tigers. 7 in the 4th and 2 here in the 5th. This ball will bounce, and Kellen Smith does a good job of covering that up as it goes up towards his neck area.
The ball actually got trapped under his helmet.
Right.
It's a little scary.
It is for sure. So 2-0 the count to Elam. Kicking the pitch, and this ball will be up. So 3-0. So Oktaha, a good hitting team. I don't think it matters who you throw out there. They're going to find a way to put a bat on ball. So 3-0 count. Parker grooves one in there for a strike call. So Derek Shaline holding the runner at first base. And there's a pickoff attempt over, runner back. Casey, who's shown has pretty good speed over there. And the 3-1 delivery from Atkinson will get a shot to center fielder Max Higdon on his horse. That's actually going to go over his head and one hop the wall here. It's deep. The relay's coming in. It's going to be a double, and that's going to score yet another run for Oktaha, making it 14-5 on the double.
Big hit.
It is.
We talked about the offense is there, and really the story is that the Wildcats haven't been able to keep up. And situation here for Parker Atkinson, he looks back. We had that error at second base. That end up being a score. We had that tough play in right field, both in right center and shallow first base line. And, it's a situation right here where you really can't put a whole lot on Parker. Just got to give credit and tip the cap to the guys in blue from Oktaha.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, 17 hits now. There will be a pitching change. We'll see who's coming in. I'm going to think
Cooper's coming back in.
Cooper Frazee back in after he's gave him a little
got
bit of rest.
36 pitches.
36 pitches to play with here, so we will make that pitching change. So giving him a little rest time on that arm. So moving back over to shortstop will be Chance Acord. I would assume Brody's going to go back to third, and we'll see who moves into second base. So as Cooper re-warms up here, you don't see this a lot. Starter coming back to the mound.
Mike Hunter's
you do when you're getting your
He's
butt
in the
kicked.
DH role, right?
Yeah, you do.
Right.
Hunter's in the DH role, right?
He is in the DH role. So
it looks like Carson Gump's coming back out as we have all those shifts occurring as we saw. So probably replicate what happened in the first couple of innings when Cooper was pitching. So Carson will go back either to left or will place Yao in right field.
looks like Yao is going to move to second base.
Maybe switching his glove.
Yeah, so this is what we started with here, except it looks like, Gump will go back to left and Riker will go to the right field.
So, Kyle Yao to second base. So we'll give you the defensive alignment again. It's kind of a overview.
Check swing, call it.
Check swing, and they say no.
So what's the rule there? Is it shoulder turn and wrist break?
I think it's just bat crosses plate.
Front of the plate.
Sure looked like it.
So ball
Looks like
one
he went
there. This will be a ball down. So your defensive alignment, Frazee back on the hill, Kellen Smith behind the plate, Derek Shaline at first, Kyle Yao at second, Chance Acord at short, Brody Nichols at third, Gump in left, Max Higdon in center, and Riker Johnson in right.
Is there a run rule situation in the championship game?
I believe there is. This will be a little flare. Chance Acord's going to come in. He's going to make a throw to Derek Shaline. So the 6-3 put out there is going to end the bottom of the fifth. 14-5. Oktaha Tigers score 3 more. So you needed Cooper to throw little pitches there, and he did to get out of it. So.
Is the run rule off in the final?
I don't know if the run rule's off. I think in playoffs it did say 10 after 5, and but it didn't say anything about championship games or state. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
Any of these teams can come back with big sticks.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you would think the run rule situation, obviously, for sportsmanship, but also to save arms and pitching. They're not saving anything here. There's no double.
No, this is it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's another game behind us, but this is it for this class.
So, hey guys, I do want to mention this. I was able to call the OSSAA on Thursday. We were asking about all academic that these Cashion Wildcats won last year in Class 2A. I was able to find out they finished second this year in all.
Mike, it's your fault.
Academic.
It's your fault, Mike.
Yeah, I did take.
Why can't you fudge a couple GPAs?
So, hey, and it doesn't build on itself. It is what was the team GPA in just the fall semester of this year. So, finishing second, great job by the Cashion Wildcats.
Yes.
Academically,
That's
they've done
impressive.
well. They've done well on the field and on the mound
Yeah.
and with the sticks, but also done well in the classroom. So, want to give a round of applause to them. There will be a plaque coming their way, but finishing second this year after finishing
Who beat
first
us,
last
Mike?
year.
Do we know?
They
cheated.
Sherry told me,
They
and I kind
cheated.
of had a disappointed look. I kind of feel, and I didn't ask a qualifying
cheated.
question after that to find out. So
We were cheated, Mike. We were
so-
cheated. We're the best. Cashion is the best. I'm sorry.
We are. Hey, a strong academic team on here, like we talked about. 3 seniors making valedictorian this year. So who knows? Who knows what happens? So, and we have no idea how close it was. So.
There's a Hunter Shepard sighting over there. Big OK
Yep, I
Preps
see him
guy.
down there.
We've been able to follow
Got the
him.
PlayStation hat on always.
Been able to follow him for a long time. What's that?
He's always wearing the PlayStation
He's got
hat.
that PlayStation hat. Yeah, he's been following the Washington Warriors the last couple of years. He followed us quite a bit, both boys and girls
2 years ago,
basketball
he
and
was-
football. Yeah.
So Kyle Yao will step in here in the top of the 6th, and
Hey, one pitch at a time here, fellas.
right, he'll see a first
It's a
pitch.
big mountain to climb,
I
but
believe that was a ball. That was a strike.
It was
that's a
strike.
strike.
The strike. So called strike and then a swing and a miss. So Yao looking at 0-2.
Just keep his chin down on it. Find it.
So Ledford's pitch 0-2. Oh, inside, and then we haven't seen that call all day long. But in a 14-5 ball game, they're going to ring him up on a inside, just catches the corner. And that'll bring Brody Nichols to the plate. Max Higdon in the on-deck circle as well. So Cashion Wildcats down to 5 outs. And Brody Nichols will look at strike 1 there. So Ledford, the right-hander, will come over the top and he'll put this in the dirt for ball 1.
Come on, bro, find a way on, let's go.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Mike, do we know how many seniors on this
I
Oktaha team?
have no idea. You mean in college?
well, I was thinking the same thing. yeah.
So, no, they're big kids, guys, and that's
Well-
it. They just, I mean,
No, this is a very, very good hitting team. One of the better I've seen. But I know where Nema's thinking, and we're going to have to deal with these guys the next couple of years.
so and here's a stat for you. So coming into the state tournament, Cashion had averaged over 9 runs a game, was giving up less than 3 runs a game. Here you have a 14th spot, so that tells you, hey,
No, they can hit.
you're facing a high-quality team
Yes,
here.
100%. And
Yeah, and on the flip side, we talked about this. No offense to Central Salisal, Preston, not necessarily guys that awaken fear from a baseball program perspective. You know, having to play those 2 teams while the Wildcats having to play perennial power Latta and Dale, 2 teams that have the most state titles combined of anyone in Class 2A
Right.
in the quarters and semifinals. It's no small task.
So that'll be Brody Nichols on the 3-2 pitch will draw the walk. So Cashion Wildcats will have a base runner, and that'll bring Max Higdon to the plate.
Here we go, Max.
So Max coming in. Is
last year was
1
Ampo and these
for
guys
2.
in the finals, right?
Ampo and Silo. We beat
Oh, but Silo put Oktaha out,
we
right?
beat Oktaha.
Yeah, and
So
then
that-
Ampo
that-
put us out.
That first pitch, Max shows bunt, and it's able to get past the catcher Hamilton for a pass ball and allows Brody Nichols to move into second base.
Yeah, that was the year where I was letting all the Oktaha parents know that make sure and talk to the coaches not to sandbag and vote us down because they shouldn't have been playing us as a 7 seed. And that got corrected. They appropriately we were number 2 most of the year.
Max Higdon will show bunt again
Ah.
and pull back, and there'll be a called strike.
I don't think bunts are going to do it. We can't be giving out outs here.
Right. So now with a 1-1 count to Higdon.
We need Higdon to take a healthy hack here, put something out in right center.
And the pitch. This is going to be a ground ball. It's going to go to the second baseman. He's going to field it, throw to first. So 4-3 put out Casey to Tolbert. That'll bring 2 outs here in the inning. And Riker Johnson coming to the plate. Runner allows Brody Nichols to move up to third base. So Riker Johnson on the day walked and struck out swinging. So he'll look at a pitch up for ball 1.
That was close.
It really was. So Riker Johnson with 1 home run on the year. If he makes it 2, it'll be a shot here.
Yeah, he'd probably have to take a steroid test. 'Cause that's
Right,
deep.
right.
We've seen some big old boys not get close.
I mean, they'd have to test a bat. So
Love to see a base here and just
Base
get a
hit.
little,
That's
just get a
exactly
little
base hit.
momentum back
Base hit, totally.
because they've got every bit of it right now.
this pitch will be a strike on the inner half. 2 balls, 1 strike.
No, that's a great take.
It is.
Get him 3-0 if you can, and
This will be upstairs, so it'll even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
No, 3-1.
3-1. Sorry,
Yeah,
apologize.
31.
Sorry, take that back. 3 balls, 1 strike. Heat's getting to me.
We got you, Mike.
So 3-1. This will be upstairs. So ball 4 there. We've said it a lot in this state tournament. Riker Johnson draws the walk. So all you need base runners, and that'll bring Kellen Smith to the plate. With the runners on the corners here with 2 outs. Any thoughts? Riker Johnson's got good speed. Any thoughts of sending him early here in the at-bats?
I don't think so. You don't want to lose the momentum by getting thrown out.
I totally agree. Not in this situation.
Yeah, we need
not with 2 outs.
We need some momentum back.
Right.
And he's
solid catcher behind the plate.
And he's been picked before this year, so I would say he's been caught. So I would just say put it in the hands of your leadoff here.
Just make sure you track the ball if the ball does get away from the catcher.
First, so he is going to take off. And this is going to be a ball that's put up in the
get
air.
Out of here.
Foul.
Get out.
It's going to run out of room. So
that was a hit and run.
You never know. There's so much room in this field.
Right.
So if you would do anything, that's what you would do, Mike, right there, hit and run first pitch. Yeah.
Well, and they're not even holding him, so it allows Johnson to get way off here. So now Tolbert's going to come over and hold right there.
I don't know why he wasn't holding him to begin with. There's nobody at second.
Looks like Coach Roden was thinking what we were thinking. No way would they send him.
So small lead for Johnson at first in the 0-1. That ball will be in the dirt.
He does have a slow delivery.
Right. That's true. It does take a while to travel.
If we get up in the count, or if we get down in the count on a breaking ball type.
So foul ball is Kellen Smith will put this in the ground. It'll just kind of go behind home plate. So 1-2 to number 23. So Cooper Frazee in the on-deck circle. Need a slew of base hits right here.
If we're going, this is a good one to go on.
Right. And he is taking off 1-2. This ball is going to be put on the right side. Right fielder's going to come over, and he's going to make that catch. So that will end the threat here in the 6th with a 0 on the scoreboard. So if the Cashion Wildcats are going to come back, they're going to need 9 runs in the 7th inning to do so. Fly out to right field to Ford. He's been busy the latter half of this game out there in right field. So Cooper Frazee will give you kind of some numbers on him, what he has left from a pitch count scenario. Frazee at 87 pitches.
I think we could talk these guys into going best out of 3.
Right? I'd love that.
Nima, can you do that? You got some stroke.
What's that?
Can we talk him into letting us go 2 out of 3 here?
I mean, that's like the
championship game.
The College World Series
Let's see the best team. Actually,
I
love that format because you know how many times
I'm not sure how much pitching
that,
we have left. You might see some sophomores pitching in that situation.
Right. You can still do the days rest thing. You play 1 game a day, and everybody starts over with pitch counts. But
now I like it this way.
Well,
do you think it is strange? I will ask you guys this. So we play districts, that's best 2 out of 3. You go into regionals and you play a double elimination, and then you get to state and you bring 8 teams and it's a lose and go home.
Well, the only reason.
Hey, it's the way in basketball.
I know.
We should be blessed. Go to any other state in America, and you lose, you're done.
Really? Okay. I understand that, like state of Indiana, they throw everybody in, or at least I don't know if it's still that way. Throw everybody into one tournament and say, "Here you go."
But I tell people about double elimination, and maybe not in district play, but in regionals and or what we'd call a super regional or area, even in baseball.
Right.
The only reason I say that, it's one of those games where, granted, this team can hit, but it seems like everything we hit has been right at these guys.
Yeah.
Does that happen in 2 out of 3? Maybe not. Maybe you get those breaks.
Yeah.
So here we go. Looks like leading off will be top of the order for the Oktaha Tigers. So Testerman will come to the plate for, let's see here, this will be the 5th time in this, and we're in the 6th inning. So that tells you they've batted around and had some base runners for sure. So Testerman 2 for 3 on the day and has drawn a walk. So Cooper Frazee looks in. The kick and the pitch. This ball will be up for ball 1. get out of the box and be slow to get back in. And the kick and the delivery. Oh, this will be a ball that's going to go foul ball. So you talk about hooking around the bag. That one obviously did, but they're playing as where it lands.
Yeah.
So foul ball there. So nothing but a long strike for a 1-1 count.
I'd like to see a shift a little bit on that.
Right. And the 1-1. He thinks about it, holds up. That ball will be high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Let's go.
So Cooper Frazee looking in. And the pitch. This will be a strike on the outer half.
Good spot. Cooper has lived there. He has lived there for a long, long time. That and that breaking ball, that curve ball. Let's see if we can come back and get this K.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's the curve ball, and that'll send him down looking. So excellent pitch there.
Absolute traditional, picture perfect Cooper Frazee. We've been seeing this. Dirk, you've been watching this since he was 7 years old. So absolutely fantastic. Let's see if we can keep going and get this second out.
Yep.
So add that strikeout to the 3 he had previously. So currently sitting at 4 strikeouts in this game. He'll stare in there against Maddox Edwards. Now ball will be up. Ball 1. Said Edwards earlier when he pitched 3 innings did give up 5 runs. So it wasn't until Ledford came in that they were able to grab the lead. So Edwards going to get a no decision in this game. So second pitch is a ball. Umpire looks like, I don't know if the batter asked for time or he did. It looked like the umpire's holding his leg just a tad bit. Maybe he's a little tired, but I think the batter asked for it. So
he did.
The 2-0, this ball will be up for ball 3.
I mean, even with the big lead, they're not chasing bad pitches.
No, you're right. You're right.
They're extremely disciplined.
Once you get it
It's
in
so
your
easy
head
to do that. You get a
mentally,
big lead, kids start swinging for the fence.
Do we have a pitch count for Cooper?
We do. I'll give you numbers right here on ball 4. Right there, Cooper Frazee, go over. We're at 96 pitches.
96?
96.
Oh, he's got quite a bit.
So you got 24 more to play. So that'll bring Ledford back to the plate. So Ledford on the day, a single, a hit by pitch, and a fly out to center field. So 2 for 3. And the coaching staff is going to move Max Higdon back a few steps.
Yes, they're backing him up. This kid's had a good day.
He has. That last one was a pop out there for sure.
It was not a pop. It was a deep fly.
That was a seed.
And he's going to take a man hack right there and swing through that.
Again, he swung at a good pitch.
Right.
You know what? If your coach wrote in this situation, you might as well let these kids go on court, green light. I mean, you're up 14-5.
That's their approach.
This ball will be up for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You got a 9-run lead. If you can't hold on to 9 runs in the last inning, you don't deserve to win.
But you never. Well, yeah, but it's baseball. You never know.
There'll be a ball down. And if you gave up 9 runs in an inning, how many pitchers do you think you'd go through in 1 inning right there when it would be the 7th inning of a state championship?
Unless it was 2 grand slams and a home run.
Right, something.
Yeah, but possibly. Yeah, you're right.
2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Ledford will foul that back to the screen. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. They'll chase that one down, and Ledford will step back in from the left side. Frazee will look in. He'll get his pitch. He'll come set. And the 2-2. This will be upstairs. So full count here, 1 out.
He's not wanting to throw that curveball.
No, Elbow may be a little bit tender, I'm thinking, right, after you got a little tight after resting. So here's the 3-2. Here's the fastball, and it's going to be roped into right field. It's going to be a single, and they're going to send the runner to third. Throw's going to come in and just going to slide in just ahead of the throw. So they'll go with the single. They'll go first to third with 1 out, setting up runners on the corners.
What a great start to the season, guys.
I'm telling you.
And to the game, and to this game, I mean.
Right.
And
had a 5-4 lead as you went into the bottom of the 4th. So
we're gonna have a little conversation here and
see what we got. They're coming out. Coach Mounts is going to come to the mound and talk to Cooper Frazee. He went to the umpire first.
I think he was checking how many visits he had left.
Right.
I don't know what else he had been asking about.
So they're having a conversation with everybody on the mound. Outfielders will gather up in center field.
I love it. He's not giving up.
Right.
And that's a good message for his kids.
Man, that's 4th inning, man. I'm looking up at the scoreboard. It's, you know,
the big 7
the big 7. Otherwise, it's a 2-run game.
Yep.
And
yeah, that's a big cricket number.
it's the same thing. You know, when we beat Latta, you know, we had that 8 in the first, and then it was a tie game, 3-3 after that.
Yeah.
So Cooper Frazee's going to stay out there after the meeting. And that's going to bring up the 4-hole hitter in Hamilton. So they'll have runners on the corners when we resume as Coach Mounts.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and put him on, load him up, right?
So,
yep.
And they will. They'll intentionally walk Hamilton. And Coach Mounts will say, hey, it's a sign of respect. Do a little bit of a fist bump there as he comes off. So that'll load the bases here with 1 out.
Now batting for Oktaha, number 15, Cashion.
So that'll bring Kipton Christian to the plate. So far in the day, singled on the line drive to left field, flied out to center twice, and then doubled on a fly ball to right center.
So again, corners are in, middle infield's deep for the double play.
Right. Cooper Frazee will look in, and his pitch, it'll be a breaking ball. It's going to go out to left field. Carson Gump's going to go back over his head. He's going to make that catch wide receiver style. They will be able to sack fly this, and that'll be 15-5. That'll be a run rule, and the Oktaha Tigers will be your state champions with the Cashion Wildcats finishing in second.
hey, congratulations to the Tigers. Coach Kevin Roden, 32-3 on the year. There is no doubt they absolutely earned this state championship, running through Class 2A in the tournament. 3 run rules in essence here in the tournament. So give credit to them, and you would like to think the Wildcats gave them a run there for a little bit, jumped out really strong, out 2-0. We're able to come back 5-4 in the 3rd inning, but it was the bottom of the 3rd, that 7 inning. Bottom of the 4th, that 7-run inning for the Tigers that did Cashion in. Credit to the 6 seniors. We saw 5 of them today. And so from that standpoint, credit to them and what they've been able to accomplish with this team over the last 4 years. It's Nathan Nabavi, Cooper Frazee, and Hunter Gibson being here all 4 years and playing junior high baseball with Coach Mounts, and certainly nothing to hang your hat in. Hey, credit to the group. Again, continue to build and get stronger and stronger, get bigger and better every single year. Future continues to be bright with a stacked sophomore class that's growing up and got some meaningful minutes and innings this year. But again, nothing. I know we've got a lot of sad folks, certainly in maroon and gold and out there in the on the field, but nothing to hold your head down as the Wildcats lose to a fantastic Oktaha team and get the farthest they've ever had, the most successful season in Cashion baseball history.
Absolutely. Hey, these 6 seniors are going out, 3 of them going to college. I mean, that says a bunch for your program.
I don't think we've ever had that.
So awesome
I really
stuff.
don't.
Hey, great year. 32 wins. Impressive. It's been a fun ride. It's taken us from all the way to Gulf Shores, Alabama, and finishing all the way here in the state finals. So I couldn't be more proud of these guys. They finished second on the field, second in the classroom. Pretty impressive stuff right there. So a big round of applause to the Cashion Wildcats. Guys, it was fun hanging with you guys all season. Appreciate the finals, bringing the crew all together. So
Dirk messed it up.
No,
That might have been the bad mojo
Dirk
here,
jinxed
fellas.
us.
not at all.
But here's the way I look at this. You got beat by a good team. You didn't give them anything.
Right.
Not
that's-
at all.
They went out and
They absolutely earned it. Yep.
We played clean baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they absolutely earned it. The memories for this season certainly will be Gulf Shores and coming back, the Dibble tournament, the Dibble Festival, obviously coming through districts, regionals, the game last night with Chance Acord, absolute wonderful game there to beat Dale 2-1. So again, from the standpoint, a successful season and one to build on.
Yep. Hey guys,
Yeah,
as a baseball dad, this is the end of my road with my kid. I can say for all those dads growing up playing Little League, everything, it's a fun road. Enjoy it.
Mine ended yesterday, I think.
Oh, you think yours ended yesterday?
Well,
Okay.
I don't. Kevin's got 5 opportunities, but I think
Right.
he's done. He must come home get his career started. He's talking about going to fire tech school. So, but yeah, I know how you feel. And
So
there's Ken.
appreciate it very much. Congratulations on a great job here from the Cashion Wildcats. They're getting their second place medals currently as we speak.
This tells you how tough it is to win them. I mean,
Well, hey, listen.
tough, man.
And listen. I know a lot of folks, and I love the. I saw a couple posts from some Dale folks. This is not about them not playing football. This is about giving credit, and I'm going to say it again. This is giving credit to a school like Cashion who does everything right, puts out a quality squad, and to say that it isn't a disadvantage is crazy. So I just say give credit to the Wildcats as they've done what just doesn't happen from a school that doesn't play fall baseball. And again, credit to the coaches, obviously to the Jimmies and the Joes, all the players.
well, we set a high standard. I mean, we'll be back.
Yeah.
We got a bunch
totally
of good
will be
young.
back.
We're losing some great players, but that happens every year when you're at this level. And we're young, and I fully expect to be back here again next year.
So, and to your point though, the streak continues. One time in 32 years, and it will keep on going as Oktaha doesn't play football. So in Class 2A, there is definitely that. Imbalance so far in that there's talk of doing a separate state championship before this. They bring them all together, so doing kind of 2 spring state championships for football playing schools, and then bring it all together. At the
I don't
end.
know, Mike.
So,
I've been
I've
literally
heard Mounts is part of that conversation.
I
It's
know,
not
we've
happening.
been having that
It's not happening.
conversation since
I talked to Grant
2011.
Gower last night. It's not happening.
Yes.
But hey, listen,
Yeah.
Wildcats are getting their medals. Want to personally give a shout out to my son, Nathan Abavi, a senior catcher. Didn't
Absolutely.
get a lot of opportunities to play this year. I felt like he definitely deserved it. But this is one kid, if you look at all the medals and rings that he's collected, he's going out a winner. 2 state titles in
totally.
football, been able to go
Totally.
to state championship and state tournament in basketball a couple of times.
Absolutely.
Was able to come here and state all 4 years as a varsity player for the baseball team. So big shout out to Nathan. We've got Brian Nabavi as well as looks like Parker Atkinson and Aiden Berry. I missed somebody who was before Brian.
I thought that was Parker, and you have
Braden
Stimke.
Stimke.
He's going to be a solid player here for the Cashion Wildcats in the future for sure. So they're all getting them their medals one at a time from athletic director Lynn Shackelford. There's Justin Sylvester getting his medal.
Number 17, Tucker.
Totsy Manning also handing out medals out there. So
Yeah, Tati, great job. Dean of Student Affairs, I think is her
She
title.
is.
What is something like that? Something like that.
So-
But she keeps everyone in order. I love
She's a
it.
great resource.
Between Tati and Amy Broadbent, I'm not sure we get much done at Cashion America. They've been fantastic administrators for us here.
Yeah, she's a huge resource. I mean, she knows what it takes.
So Tucker Myers getting his medal. You'll see him on the hill a bunch for the Cashion Wildcats in the future.
Yep.
Jaden Bolton, a speedster. He's going to be an outfielder of the future for the
Yeah,
Wildcats.
I mean, the cover's not empty. There's a lot of kids coming back, and
Right. Grayson Davis. I've seen him play some awesome catcher in the JV games, so he's going to be a viable option there. Zach Sisson, man, this is a kid that transferred in, man, has a big, powerful bat, and you're going to see him get 100% healthy. And
does he have a chance to catch, maybe, Zach?
He does. He's a catcher as well. Strong arm too.
He looks like one. I wouldn't want
He
I
does
wouldn't
look like a
want
catcher.
to run into him.
Well, it's tough to do it with one, that's
Yep.
for sure.
Garrett McKeever getting his medal. He's going to play some middle infield for the Cashion Wildcats. Kellen Smith getting his. We've said enough about him catching-wise. Had an awesome game yesterday. Definitely helped propel us here to the finals. So he's got a good future. Cooper Frazee right here. I mean, what can you say enough about Cooper? Been a leader on this team for 4 years. I mean, with his performance on the field, 4-year starter. He's going to continue his ball at Redlands Community College. So awesome job to Cooper Frazee. Chance Acord.
I'm glad Cooper's going to be local.
Right.
We'll be able to follow him. I mean, you can follow any of them now with social media, but it'll be easy to go see him play.
Right. Chance Acord, man, you can't say enough about that kid. With
Same
the bat,
thing with Hunter
the glove.
Seminole, right?
Right. He's Chance Acord going to Cali County now. Hunter Gibson's getting his medal, taking his talents to Seminole State.
You know, it'll be fun because in the fall they'll play each other quite a bit.
They will. That'll be cool.
Yeah. You could see a Frazee. I don't know what. I mean, that would be fun to see at the next level.
Right. Derek Shaline getting his medal. He's going to take his talents for a little bit to Connor State to do shooting sports that he picked up at FFA. So
Yeah, he probably went up to
appreciate the
Cooper and said,
scholarship.
"You're going to be running foul poles at 6 a.m. I'm going to be sleeping."
Right, for sure. Kyle Yao, man, what a job he's done. What a great job with the stick. What position has he not played? He's getting his medal. You see Brody Nichols out here, great arm. Probably going to be the ace of the staff next year for the Cashion Wildcats. Max Higdon now, man, what a transformation from sophomore year to junior year for this kid.
Well, you knew with the arm talent, it's like if the bat comes along, which it has.
Right.
Yeah, that's another kid that's got an opportunity at the next level too.
Right. So here, Riker Johnson getting his medal. Definitely a speedster. He could play, middle infield for you. He can play outfield for you. He's going to be just in the lineup every single day moving forward. You got Carson Gump, a left fielder. You can pencil him in. He could play some other positions as well, but he'll be a starter and have his senior year next year. So great job for Coach Mounts and the Cashion Wildcats as they get their second place plaque. So highest finish in school history. So proud of these boys and all they've been able to accomplish with their 32-6 final record. And there you go. The whole team will come out now to get their second place trophy as Cooper Frazee will man that and be proud. And as we'll call it the Blonde Bombers, as they all bleach their head, will take home the second place trophy. And I know it's not what they wanted coming in, but hey, hold their head high on a strong season.
Hey, Mike, before we drop off here as they start to announce players on the Oktaha Tigers, again, congratulations to them. Want a big thanks to, again, all the family and friends of CWTV, but also of the baseball squad. There's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of folks that do things behind the scenes that we don't see, managing the concession stand, team dinners, senior stuff, a bunch of stuff happening with the senior mom. So want to make sure and offer up thanks. And Mike, one last thanks to you for all of your efforts this year. I know you were doing this for your son, but we were given the gift by you and doing all the work that you've done to support us and make sure that these games are captured, memorialized, chronicalized, or whatever, I used that word yesterday, or chronicled, and memorialized for us for years on. We'll be able to go back and relive those good memories, and certainly thank you, Mike, for everything that you've done. Dirk, thanks for jumping in.
I want to comment on that
Please.
because this guy made a career change for this year.
Yeah.
No, he did. I mean, literally, he sacrificed the year for his kid to do this, and Mike, I give it up to you, man.
Man, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
You guys laid the foundation. You guys set this up. Hey, Neima's doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but you guys laid the foundation. I just want to be part of it, and I appreciate the time that you guys have put into it across all sports. But hey, guys, it's been fun. I can't say it enough to all the volunteers. Thank you to the coaches. Thank you to all the parents. But hey, on behalf of Dirk Fippen, on behalf of Neema DeBobby, I'm Mike Shaline. Like the Cashion home run ball, we're going, gone.